Okay. We're feeling this one a little bit.
Hell yeah.
It's got like a sexy kind of vibe, right?
Sure.
Oh, it's a lead up music to the bed and stuff, you know.
Oh, is that it? What is that?
Yo, this got some tuxedo vibes, man. Yes.
Kind of like saxophone vibes.
It's like not really, but I mean,
Alright, we're live. You guys want to tweet it out and do all that good stuff. Share the stream. What's up, Keenan? I see you in the chat. What's up, everybody? Let's kind of ease in, you know. Let's get some people in here.
ease in music, bro. Oh my god.
Some music. We are live. First time using StreamYard. So if you guys are watching and you like this format, this is like the free format, but I could get a little more creative, pay a little bit of money, and we could have it way more customized. And I kind of like it, man. It's easy. Like, I don't have to worry about OBS. I don't got to worry about cropping cameras, all of that junk, changing up the audio, and so I'm a fan. So I might want to use this more often, but I want to hear from those watching too. If you like it, let us know.
Yeah.
I have like a nice little background and stuff like that.
That'd be fun if we had our own background.
StreamYard for those. Huh? What was that? Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
Yeah, we're live. For those wondering, though, StreamYard is it's kind of like it's just YouTube's program to stream, basically.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was called.
It's like Zoom, but with features.
Yeah. So we in here. Shout out to the chat. Episode 69.
60
of the backlog.
69
backlog.
It's 60.
Turn down this music. Get that music out of here.
Nice. Oh shit.
Yeah. We have a special guest with us who was supposed to be on months ago. How long ago, Burro?
Valentine's Day. You originally had me scheduled for Valentine's Day.
That's
last year.
Like, well, I paid for
this
year, and you were like, you know, it'd be perfect to have you on for Valentine's Day next year, for this year, but that didn't happen. And then you're like, all right, we need you at least on episode 16.
Yeah. For those who don't know, this is Burro. You got to roll the R's a little bit. Burro is very, very much known in this community as one of the big supporters. You've been supporting me a long time.
Yeah, since Bloodborne.
Since Bloodborne?
Bloodborne.
Okay, so 2015. Damn, yeah, so it's been a minute. But yeah, Burro, say hello, introduce yourself to
Hey
everybody.
guys, most of you who know me, you know me as the loser in the chat. If you don't know me, well, now you know me. If you haven't seen my face, well, now you see my face, and now you have a voice with the face. So it's me, Burro, your local alcoholic.
Facts.
Burro on camera. When you hit me up because we were making plans for this episode and we had to postpone it and stuff like that. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get a camera, I'm gonna get a new mic. I'm like, damn, you're getting invested. I was like, okay, this man getting serious. So I know some of the community, like in our Discord and stuff, are excited to see you and hear from you. So yeah, he has a face. He's here.
He has a face.
He has a face. He's a real.
Real.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A lot of you have heard me in Discord slurring my words sometimes, or in game nights and stuff, but I have a face for the alcoholic slur.
This, I think, is your first time on camera as far as podcasting and things like that.
I've never been on camera before.
Wow. So this is a backlog exclusive, Shar.
Oh! Yeah.
Speaking of Shar.
Wait, no. I have a
Shar.
We're his first.
Yeah. We popped his cherry then, right?
Got him. Got him. He's choking on his drink. Anyway, sorry. What? Hello.
Shar is here. Well, what'd you do last night, Shar? Why are you so tired? What's going on?
Yeah, if I don't talk today, guys, it's because I did a 13-hour stream yesterday. So, like, what's up?
You got coffee?
I got coffee, man. You know, I had to have. I have to have coffee, dude. Or I'd be dying, bro. So yeah, that happened yesterday. It was fun though. I had a whole schedule, and then by the end, it was just me playing Final Fantasy with friends. So you know, yeah, whatever. You know, the stream things, plans change. So yeah, that was. Oh, I played a bit of Code Vein. I played the demo back in when the demo was out, but I actually have it on PC. So I went, oh, I'm gonna make because I played it originally I played the demo on PS4, and then I bought it on PC. So I played the PC version last night just for a little bit, like 2 hours, and I was like, shit, I might have to actually like
play it. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. I just missed you playing that because I saw you tweet it, and then I went into your stream like an hour later, and you were on something else.
An hour later?
I think after I think so.
Shit.
Maybe unless the tweet was wrong, like it says hour ago or something. Yeah.
Oh.
So
weird. I tried to tweet it pretty early. Whatever.
Shar, we ain't talking games today. Okay?
I know.
No games today. I was gonna make a joke like, so what's everyone playing? Let's break the ice with freaking gaming.
But you could change that question, but it'd be interesting.
How would you change it?
Who's everybody playing?
What?
Who's everyone doing?
What's everyone doing?
I am only doing my significant other.
Okay.
Partner,
there you go.
Like a loyal man and not a hoe.
I'm still single player, so like, what's up? I ain't got that co-op going on yet, so.
So fair warning, Burro out here acting like a good boy because she might be.
Oh no. Shit!
No, but
she's in the background. Like,
let me use that as a reminder because I do want to give like a message on behalf of just for me. Family, if you come across this podcast, please don't watch this. Please don't
go any farther than what you've seen now.
Turn it off. I'll see you another time, okay?
See you next episode.
Just don't watch this.
Watch episode 70, not 69.
Also, we're going to be having guests that kind of rotate in and out. So Burro is going to be here the whole time because he's our special guest. Yes, a disclaimer. That's my disclaimer earlier.
I'm sorry.
Disclaimer, don't show this to anybody either.
Yeah.
It's acting wild. I'm sorry.
Already? What?
Already? Dude, I just read it. I'm like, I'm putting my phone down.
The chat? Oh, they're just getting started, I hope. Chat, act wild tonight. All right?
Oh, shit. This is your invitation?
Eric,
oh, no.
Eric, shame on you. Shame on you.
But, yeah, we are going to be rotating guests. So Burro will be here the whole time, but our fourth guest will be rotating in and out. So that'll be interesting. That'll be fun. And for everybody who comes on, including us, if there's something you don't want to answer, you're just like, you know what, I plead the fifth, you can do that. Okay. It's not like, I don't want to make people uncomfortable. We want to keep it classy.
Yes.
But at the same time, we do want to go there. Okay. We want to go there.
We want to hear the details, but not if you don't want to say the details. Okay.
Right. So you guys want to get into the first topic, or do you want to have any other disclaimers or anything you want to say beforehand? Or
I am a good person. There's a lot of slander out there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
for you,
Depp. I feel like Johnny Depp in a way. I feel like there's been a lot of slander.
Okay, what? The difference between you and Johnny Depp, though, is like you kind of like initiate it, you instigate it against yourself. So then you can't be out here be like, yo, everybody got it wrong. When you be starting this shit, man. Listen, what is that?
That sounds like alternative facts.
Alternative facts.
Okay, but hold on. Explain yourself. For those who don't know, what you talking about? You talking about Discord? What you talking about?
I'm not talking about anything of recent that is Discord. I do not use Discord. Discord does not exist. I don't know what that is.
Sure. Is that your alternate? Is that your alt account then? Like, what's happening?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, that, yeah. You're not showing that to your partner,
Let's just use let's get to the main topic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, look, he's deflecting already.
Listen, you deflecting and Eric coming at you hard in the chat too. We really could use Eric in here. So Eric,
it's your podcast.
The invite is open, Eric. You got the link. You want to come in here? We could talk about these allegations against Burro, which I'm going to back you up. We could tag team this.
It's all true, whatever it is.
We could definitely tag team this thing. Triple team.
I ain't some shit, man.
Eric, I never did such a thing.
Sure, yeah.
Burro
people in the Discord grabbing receipts like mad right now.
Right, taking screenshots, they're doing the whole thing right now. But you definitely somewhat of a ladies' man over here. The ladies' man. So just another hello to the chat. Hit that like button, share the stream if you can. Have fun, get your drinks, your popcorn, whatever you got to do. Let's get into the first topic. Whoa! Well,
okay. I mean, it should always be within arm's reach, anyways, right? So,
So Burro said, "Get your lube," but I could argue you're not going to even need it.
Oh,
okay.
Wait, are we going in raw? Are we going in raw, Erica? I need to know.
He said lube. You're
going
to need it.
You gonna go in raw?
Never mind. Let's get into the first topic. Okay, the first topic is a question for the panel. I'll let you guys tackle it first. Is flirting cheating?
Yes.
Burro.
Yes, and if you flirt and if you have a partner, you should be ashamed of yourself. It is wrong and morally bad.
You can't even say that with a straight face, Burro. Be honest. Be honest right now. What's up?
Okay, so... Okay.
Is she listening?
Jackie, you want me to come back to you?
Come back to me.
Yes. Choose your words wisely.
She's shopping, so let me go ahead and get this out the way.
Change topics.
I can understand a little bit of flirting.
We're not changing topics like that.
I can understand a little bit of flirting, but
okay.
I can understand how it's hard for some people not to flirt, but it is wrong if you have a partner. If your partner is not comfortable with you flirting, not comfortable with that way, then you have to respect your partner's feelings. Otherwise, it is cheating.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, I agree with you there. And then I was gonna also add on to that, flirting with intent is not okay. Flirting with intent is cheating. You know what I mean? Like if you're flirting with somebody and it's like you're actually trying to like get reactions out of them or like trying to like,
get in their pants.
Yeah. And then whether your partner knows that or not, maybe they don't know and you're flirting with like the intent of getting with that person, then it's cheating to me. Because like the first thing that Burro said was like directly targeting Erica and like her relationship with Alex, basically. You know?
Yo, I didn't even think about that. I was just giving a PC answer, but you know what?
What?
I forgot.
I'm drawing parallels. Okay, so like you and Alex be flirting all the time online, but like we see it all the time. Okay, we know. Okay, we know.
You guys don't even hide
Kenny
it.
also knows, but like you're not cheating on Kenny because of this flirting, right? So like your prime example of like if somebody has intent behind the flirting, then it becomes cheating for sure.
So there's like levels to it, and there's a difference too. Yeah. Like you're talking about something that's online, whereas
I mean, even if it's in person, it's the same thing.
Like, you two just kind of just flirt because it's like a joke between you two. It's not like he's trying to see pictures of your feet, your ankles, and whatever.
Yeah.
Why does this have to come down on me? I knew this was going to happen. I was talking to Burro.
It's a flirting question. What?
But why did it have to go there? Like, I'm talking in like general.
I don't know, Char. Like, they even asked me to write a fanfic. Where would that fall in?
Flirting vibes, bro.
Next topic.
No, you don't get to. Fuck you. No. Okay. Getting away from the Alex situation. Even then, though, like, you know what I mean? Like, the intent of the person flirting, if it's disingenuous and, like, is trying to, like, separate themselves from their partner, if their partner's not okay with it, then yes, it's flirting. Yeah. Or it's flirting and, like...
Right. Yeah. Because I was gonna bring that up, too. Like, yeah, if it's online, it's different. I don't think I've ever flirted with someone else in the real, like intentionally like flirting. Now maybe if I came off nice, they might have thought I was. I've never intentionally like done it.
Is that the thing where it's like you don't know if you've flirted though? Because I
mean, it's possible, right? It's possible because sometimes you might come across a guy, or you talk to a guy, you're being kind of nice. He might be thinking, oh, sure, maybe this chick's kind of into me or something like that.
So this is gonna sound really, really mean, and I don't mean it for it to sound mean. Okay, so like don't take it as that. But like, how'd you get Kenny?
No, well, I'm saying since I've been with Kenny.
Sure. I'm just curious though. Like, did you flirt with him, like straight up, or like?
Not really.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I just showed interest in him. Like, I invited him to parties. I invited him to watch me DJ because I was like DJing at the time, and I wanted to hang out with him.
Right.
I was very clear about that. Like, I was interested. Yeah. So it just went from there. Yeah. But I wasn't like, hey, Kenny. I wasn't like flirting or like touching him or being like overly aggressive or anything like that. Right. Same thing with him. He really didn't flirt with me either. He was just kind of like, we were friends and we hung out. And
the more he accidentally played hard to get, the more Erica got interested, actually.
I could talk about that as a topic too. Like the way dudes, like if they're not interested, jerks. It makes you want them more.
Jerks, honestly. just save a bit.
That's a girl thing. I feel like that's in our DNA, at least for me. Like, I don't know. Like that's a whole other topic though. Anyways. As far as going back to like, is it just cheating in general? I'd say there is levels to it, like you're saying, Char. Like, if there's no intent and you're just being silly, because I do that online. Like, it's not even just Alex. Like, sometimes I just mess around and joke around. Like, you know what I mean?
Sorry?
Huh?
Burro, what did you say?
I said not even just Alex. It's more than Alex. Oh my god.
I don't mean it like that. I just
it's got like, multiple, man. They like.
Sometimes you play jokes.
You have a harem there? You have a Owen?
Holy shit! Reverse harem! Let's go!
This is gonna be a pick on Eric tonight. I did not expect this. Oh my gosh, that's not what I even mean. Reverse at me right now. They're just trying to get me in trouble. Next topic. No, but yeah, like if there's no intent and you're not like if you're flirting with somebody, even if it's online or in the real or whatever, and it's going down a hole or down a path that's like, oh, you want to hang out sometime, and then it continues, and then you start, you know what I mean? You start getting a little more romantic with it, possibly. Yeah, man. Then you're kind of going into territory that's like, that's a little spooky. So yeah. But like I said, I've never been like that in the real when I've been taken. Okay, I'm a good girl.
I'm a good guy, Erica. I'm a good guy, Sean.
I believe you.
Regardless of the slander that
you say this with a smirk on your face doesn't make me really believe you yet.
I'm a good guy.
Even though, okay, Burro, yeah, you might be a good guy. Even though you
straight face was worse.
You do propose to girls on the first date. You might be a good guy.
Questionable.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
If you can.
Fake news.
Fake news. So you have never in your life used marriage or any form of like that like topic as a pickup line or anything.
Never.
Is this really gonna be boring?
I need the receipt.
Is he just gonna be lying tonight?
Literally, just what the fuck?
Eric, get in here, Eric.
Eric,
we got receipts. We got witnesses.
All
right.
Eric is like, I want in on this.
Get in here.
I sent him the link earlier.
Show up. Turn up.
I sent him.
I'm a good guy, and I believe we should all love each other.
Beggy, true. Oh my god, true. Beggy's like, if you propose on the first date and come off as a good guy, you must be unbelievably hot.
Are you unbelievably hot, Burro?
No, I'm like low tier.
Low tier?
What's your secret? Okay, I'm not saying you're low tier. I'm not saying that. But if
he's bold as fuck.
You're just bold, right? You're confident. You think it's
no.
confidence?
He's not confident. It's not complicated. Yeah, he's shy boy.
Just be nice. Don't be a piece of shit, and it works.
Yeah.
Don't be a creep, I guess. Don't be
a creep. Don't be super thirsty. Be respectful. Like,
don't act like you act on Discord in real life. That's all.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Mo Chocolate with the super chat says wait, what? I'm a good video game boy. LOL.
Me too, Mo Chocolate.
Everybody here is, I think.
So we got a bunch of nice guys in the chat and the stream. Burro,
Eric says I want in on this, but I don't see him in here. Sounds like
he's not there. Yeah, I can't bring him in because he's not there. Eric, anytime you want to come in, come get this man.
Wait. How did it go from like getting on Erica to now it's getting on me again?
If it gets on me, I'll be surprised. I'll be honest.
It's the reverse card. I gotta do it. I gotta fight for my life.
This is not Uno, bro. Y'all making me feel like R. Kelly right now. I'm fighting for my fucking life.
Let me get this man in
here. My
God. Get my brother in here. What's up, Eric?
Yo.
What's good? What's good?
Burro. Why are you hiding it, brother? Come on. There's the whole Discord chat log of everything, brother.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
He looks nervous.
Right.
He's so nervous.
I can see the cold sweats dripping down your forehead.
You know he's in trouble right now.
Oh yeah, because I grilled him about this.
Poor Burro, man. Yeah, Burro. I think he kind of has to speak in code right now, I think, Eric. But
I got you.
What specifically are you talking about? You talking about that pickup line? What you mean?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
come on.
The start of it. That's my favorite. The pickup line.
I want to know the pickup line. Do you have it? Do you remember?
No, it's like it's basically he used marriage as a pickup line. Like, I want to marry you, and all of a sudden, guess what? It happens.
Burro is wild. I think he said something along the lines. Correct me if I'm wrong, Burro. You're probably gonna deny it, but it was something like, "You're so hot, I want to marry you," or something like that.
No,
it wasn't that.
It was a little bit more smoother than that.
Yeah.
Type it in the private chat.
I can't remember what it was, honestly.
You're such a freak. Oh my god!
Bro, I'm telling you, oh god, I don't remember.
I
just gotta remember that this guy is the guy that used marriage as a pickup line.
He definitely did.
I guess we're keeping that in mind.
No, but Burro, he's definitely bold. That's not the only thing. I know there's been other instances, like we've all hung out and chatted, and this is like in the Discord, so it wasn't like a DM or something like that. But he said some surprising stories for us in that Discord. I'll tell you what.
Something like that. It might have been something like that.
It might have been something like that.
Oh god, bro.
He's so shy now. He don't even want to admit it. Can you believe this, Eric?
Whoa!
Dude.
Wow.
Wait.
That?
Something like that. It might have been something like that. Like,
should I read this? Should I read this?
No.
Char, you want to read this?
That was a copy paste that you didn't type that. What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Yeah, should I read it?
Can we read it, Burro?
No, please don't.
Oh,
please
my
don't.
God.
What?
I'll just copy paste it to the chat then.
Please copy paste it to the chat. They need to see this. I'm sorry, audio listeners, you won't get to hear it, but just know that it's sappy, but I wouldn't use that as a pickup line, man. That's not.
Yo, it works. I'm sorry.
It works. Did you get your current partner with this?
No, but my current partner, what worked was pursuing respectfully. And just being a nice guy. Just being a nice guy.
Yeah.
Being a nice guy. So you didn't confess your love and ask for her hand in marriage?
Right off the bat.
What worked is just, be nice. Hey, let me take you on a date. I think
yeah. Something simple as that, but not marriage, sir. What's wrong with you?
What are you getting there?
The other one worked too? I'm sorry.
I guess I guess if it was like a jokingly way, like
it was,
what I
mean?
Like,
she definitely didn't take it as a joke, though.
That's not. No.
She
I wonder how I would
This
react.
man, Eric, really.
How would you react, dude? If Alex said this to you, Did you shut him down?
It's gotta be Alex.
All right, sure. If Kenny had said this to you when you were DJing, if he had come to one of your DJ shows, he showed up and he said this.
He has to say it so smooth. Apparently, I said it so smooth it works.
He like leans into your ear and he says this. Erica, what's your reaction?
I don't lean into no ear.
No, but I'm just setting the scene. Like she's DJing, it's loud, maybe he comes up and then says this in her ear.
Maybe I'm a little tipsy, you know.
Yeah.
I would probably just laugh and be like, what?
Actually, though.
Like, are you for real? I don't know. I don't really honestly know. I've never had that done.
The second part of that, if I had known the guy beforehand, if I don't know the guy beforehand, I'd call cap on that second part.
Yeah, but you guys
so weird.
I used to write poetry. I used to write poetry all the time.
No, I know. That's the thing, though. Like, if I knew that you did that, right? Or if I knew, like, the person, like, a little bit, and then they said that, I'd be like, all right, weird, but okay.
Well, shoot, he ain't gonna give it up. We can't pick on him too long, I guess.
Wow, okay, Luca's already done.
Yeah, I know. I'm in communication with the Scumcast right now. Okay, okay.
All right. So how about we reverse this back on Erica?
Sorry?
Is it like a cap of 4 people?
I would say so.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends. We're kind of winging it as far as like, you know, how we're vibing with the topics and stuff. But we're kind of done with this, and Burro doesn't want to admit it. So you know what?
Well,
Eric,
he can't. He can't right now.
We'll just bully him in the Discord, Eric. You know how we roll.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Please.
Yeah, you know how we roll. We'll get him in there, I guess, Eric. But thanks for coming through.
Wait, hold on. Let's ask Eric. Ask Eric if flirting is cheating. I wanted to hear his thoughts.
Okay, yeah.
Like serious flirting? No. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, jokingly, like, you know, the way Erica and Alex do it.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. Fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're kind of great.
I'm helping you out, Eric. I'm helping you out.
What about
Eric has my back. He has my back. You know,
that's
my
duo
kind of
right
there.
The line though between joking when they want very intimate scenes described in detail.
I mean, you wrote them. We didn't tell you to write it this way.
Alex was saying that fanfic was trash, man. You didn't go into her pegging me or anything.
Huh?
You stopped writing when it was getting good, Burro. Come on.
I didn't want
you
to
stopped writing when it was getting good.
Listen, Alex, he's gonna want the most. He's gonna want it to get crazy, and I'm all for it because it's like funny in a way, right? It's like, yeah, it's part of this joke or like this lore of us on the podcast and stuff like that, which is kind of funny. But the thing with like Alex, and I've had this over the years, is that some people would come to me sometimes like, man, how come you just let Alex talk to you like that? Like, isn't that like disrespectful because you're married? That's been going on for years. Like, not all the time, but I've had people come through like my streams and stuff like that. And they've told him kind of the same. Like, why do you talk to Erica like that? Like, so disrespectful. And I'm over here like, I'm not feeling disrespected. And like, Kenny doesn't care. So, you know what I mean? Like, why? It's not that to me. I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, it's because you guys known each other for a long time, you know.
Plus, you're both married to a partner of years.
So.
Yeah. I mean, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, really?
You know what? You don't want a Florida man in bed.
Shit! I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Oh my gosh!
You've heard the stories out there. You know what's in the water.
Shoot. I mean, Florida is kind of wild, so you might not be far off. You might not be far off. Oh man! But shout out to Burro for not admitting his crimes. Eric, we tried.
No crimes.
No crimes. Right. We're gonna see another crime at some point in the future, right, Burro? Right.
No, I'm a straight man, like straight edge man. I do nothing wrong.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He's a stand-up dude.
It's the bottle of tequila next to your desk. Yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm the type of guy you want to introduce your parents to.
You know what we should have did? Every time Burro lies, you gotta take a shot.
Hey, this man be drunk as fuck right now. If you did
go ahead and take that shot, Burro. You've been lying up a storm the past 30 minutes.
I thought you meant Eric.
Excuse me?
What?
I thought it would be funny if you made Eric take a shot every time I lied or something, and then Eric would be probably shit-faced drunk right now.
I would have to
No.
drink. I would have to drink for Erica too, because she pregnant.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
double.
No.
All right. You
This
guys gotta
guy, you
drink
see
for
what
two.
I'm drinking, dude? Brother, you drink that like water.
Bro, you don't even have a glass?
What?
What the fuck?
Wait, you guys don't drink out the bottle?
Bro!
No.
Not usually. I get a
No.
shot glass or something.
No, I drink out the bottle.
What the hell?
Hey man, that's his name, BurroBorracho. I mean, he's a borracho.
You know,
That's
In
what
the
it
name.
is.
Why am
It
I
is.
not?
We
But that's-
really shocked. We were really shocked at how much you guys have heard me slur in Discord, just drunk as shit. We are really shocked that you guys just found out that I drink straight from the bottle.
Not really. Let's be real. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
it's different seeing it in person, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, the only thing that surprised me is using marriage as a pickup line. That's all, man. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just
Weird
perplexed. That's all. We're just perplexed. You know, we're a little.
You know,
curious.
that's
What's going
what
on?
shocked me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, thanks, Eric, for coming through.
For
It's
sure.
nice
Yeah.
hearing from you.
That was
Thanks
fun.
for the backup. I needed it. They're trying to attack me tonight.
The reverse
Oh, of
card.
course. Of course.
All right, we're gonna go and get our next guest, who's lined up right now. Let's go and get this man in here. We got
Hey.
BRAP in the house.
What is going on, everyone? What's
Whoa.
up?
That radio
What's up?
voice. Okay.
I'm at the BRAP concubine right now, on Xbox Live Cuts.
Oh, yeah, okay. I hear you.
Yeah, we're not gonna
I
talk
feel
about
you.
that though. But what's going on, everyone? What's going on? How's everyone doing this evening?
Good,
Pretty
good. We do
How
need
about
to get
yourself?
these super chats, I guess, before we get into the next topic. You want to get them, Char?
Yeah. Okay, Melodic says Burro proposing with the ring pop ring.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. And Keaton, it's easy to walk up and say you want to go out. I like to eat out on a first date, dude.
That's his line.
Dude.
That's his line. What does that mean?
Oh my god, I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Shout
There
out
we
to the
go.
chat and super chat. So yeah, we have BRAP here. You guys, he's no stranger. He's been on this show before. I had to get him to come through. What's up, BRAP?
Yeah, I gotta say I love the nickname BurroBorracho. That is that's a great name. And were you drinking? Was that a like Cuervo like silver
No.
bottle? What is that?
It is a silver bottle. It's Luna Zul.
Okay, 100% agave. It's you can't drink tequila. It's not 100% agave, by the way. It's
It
got to
is
be 100% agave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made sure it's 100%
Yeah.
agave.
Yeah, got to drink 100% agave because if you don't, you'll get bad hangovers. But
Facts.
That's it.
And it's so much smoother with 100% agave.
no, it really is. It really is. So
Shout out to Audible. He said, "BRAP makes me want to go fix my audio settings in OBS." Right?
Every
His voice
time.
is so smooth. You have really good audio, BRAP.
you know what? That's because I got to give a big shout out to oh no, it's Alex. He
Mm.
showed me the way of the thighs and got my audio right, and so big shout out to Alex.
I need to ask
We-
Alex how to fix my audio then.
We know you into those thighs of his. I think you're into them more than I am.
I probably am, Erica. To be honest
It's
with
kind
you.
of wild.
Yeah, no, it is. It's kind of I'm a little concerned because I often will watch his videos and leave comments. The comment section will be like, "Where are the thighs?" And it's like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? This is a grown man that I'm speaking to,
Hey man, just let it go. When it feels right, it feels right. You just
right?
gotta
Yeah,
let
it's
it go,
it's just natural. Just just flows.
It's 2022. I mean, hey man,
Exactly.
no shame.
Exactly.
No shame. What topic we want to get into next, Charlie? What are you thinking? Or Burro? What are you thinking?
What about we never did the OnlyFans one, did we?
Oh yeah, we didn't get into the OnlyFans.
yeah.
Let's get into So kind of going off the previous topic about is flirting cheating, right? Is OnlyFans cheating? Like if you guys are with a partner, you're married, whatever,
Boy.
girlfriend, boyfriend, if you subscribe to an OnlyFans, is that cheating?
I could understand if it makes my partner upset.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like it's a stretch to say cheating because cheating seems to me like really like specific criteria. But
Mhm.
definitely somebody could perceive it as being cheating.
I'm being unfaithful or
Yeah.
So
making
okay,
your partner feel less attractive.
let me
for
be
it.
a devil's
Yeah.
advocate. How is it different from adult content that's free? Like you're still looking at chicks, or you're looking at
Not.
people you know,
really
and you're
not.
getting
It's
getting
not
turned
really.
on.
It's
So
like the
same?
content might be different, but like it doesn't feel like it's that different to me.
Adult content you can really watch for free, but it says something on another level if you're paying for it
Yeah.
on the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I could understand if it makes your partner feel really uncomfortable saying like, "Oh, I find this person so attractive that I'm paying money for it." So
Like
Yeah.
you're supporting them.
yeah, you're
basically.
supporting them. Yeah.
Okay. What if you don't tell your partner?
If you don't tell them, that's just scummy.
Because let's be real. Like, who is telling their partner they're looking at adult content? Are you going to tell them that?
No.
So wouldn't you hide the OnlyFans as well? Like,
actually, I might tell them. I'm not one to go on to OnlyFans, but it depends on the person. But I might tell them about the other stuff. I don't know. It depends.
Okay, let me throw a curveball. Let me get BRAP involved. BRAP. Let's use me and Kenny as an example, I guess. If BRAP had an OnlyFans.
I do actually, but.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
I really don't. I'm just joking. I don't have an OnlyFans.
Let's talk after the podcast.
My OnlyFans would be like the least monetized OnlyFans, so I don't have one.
It's literally just BRAP, ASMR, and the mic. That's it.
Let's just say you did. Let's just say
exactly.
You did. Right? Let's pretend you did.
All right.
And because we know each other already, right? We've been on podcasts together. We're friends.
Yep.
Okay, we talk sometimes.
Right.
And is that different than just somebody I don't know? I think that's a bit different. No?
Okay, so you're saying like if I have an OnlyFans account, you know me, you subscribe to my OnlyFans, like that's okay because you know me?
No. I'm saying, is it not okay? Is it worse because I do know you?
Oh,
and let's say we do get flirtatious, and it gets to, because you could do where you message me on OnlyFans, right? Like I get personal messages and I get personal content.
Things.
So is that different than me going to an OnlyFans of like some chick or some guy that I don't know?
You know, I think if the outcome is the same and there's like flirtation and, you know, some innuendos, things like that, you know, and I think it's probably equally as bad. I mean,
I didn't lock the door.
Yeah, I think maybe from a because you know someone, maybe from the perspective that you've crossed a line, another line, if you will, right? Because you know someone as opposed to a complete stranger, right? You cross that line of friendship maybe with this person. Maybe that's worse in that regard, but I think the end result's still the same. I think it's still cheating. I've always had a rule, like, you know, if like for me, like if I was ever involved with someone, like I wasn't looking at like adult content or like anything like that. Like that's not because you never know how someone is going to, you know, you never know how someone is going to you know, take that. Like some people may be offended by that. I actually so this is a true story. I actually was dating a girl once, and she and I never knew this about her, but one day she was like, "Hey, do you want to watch porn?" I'm like, "What?" Like, that's an odd request. Like, okay.
Spicy.
I'm like, yeah, right. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, like whatever, right? And you know, how descriptive can I get, by the way, of the show? Like, I don't like.
Well, what the disclaimer we had at the beginning was like, if you don't want to talk about something, you don't have to. And then if you do, just, you know, we're gonna go there, but just keep it classy.
Okay, I'm not gonna be vulgar here, but okay. So she's like, yeah, you know, and we just started dating, right? And so she's like, yeah, do you want to watch porn together? I'm like, okay, like, you know, yeah, why not? Like, you know, like. If that's what you want to do, okay. Like but see, I would have never said that. I would never approach that. I guess like for me, I just wouldn't feel comfortable. Like, hey, do you want to watch porn? But she did, and I was like, okay, cool. And so I was surprised. I didn't know this, but she had like a little bit of a collection. She had some. You know, this is like
she had some go-tos.
Yeah, she did have some go-tos. This is the days of like when VHS was still around, so she has some like old VHS tapes, and she had like the remember the TV VHS combo TVs. Remember that?
Yeah,
it was like so she had one of those in her room, and so you know she's got like, and then I found out she has toys. I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting. So it's like, You know, I'm like, okay, so
she knows what she wants. I mean, she's got a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So like in that regard, like, like if it comes up in conversation, I think and two people consent that, hey, you know what, we're okay with either one of our, either one of the partners in the relationship, looking at that material, I think that's fine. But my rule, at least, I have stayed away from that because I never want to assume that someone might be okay. And honestly, I never even brought it up in conversation. Like, hey, like, what do you think about watching porn? Like, I just would never have that conversation with another woman. Probably because I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. Just because you never know, like, how someone might take that. Like, like, hey, like, what do you think about porn? Like, that would be like kind of a random thing to ask someone, right? Like Erica, like, imagine you and Kenny, you guys just met, and he's like, hey, Cuts, like, what do you think about porn? Like, you'd be like, well, like, what would you say, Erica? Like, would you be like, wait a minute, like, why are you asking me this, right? Like,
that's not something you talk about early on. I mean, if it comes up later, you guys are being intimate, and you're like, you want to try doing this? Like, okay, we can watch that, but not at first. No, that would be off-putting.
There's always this dialogue around. Obviously, I think anything physical is definitely cheating. I don't think there's any debate about that, right?
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're.
Yeah,
I think we'd all agree on that. Anything physical, that's cheating, even if it's kissing.
Yeah,
being intimate. I mean, not even necessarily sex for me. Like, if you're kissing another girl, like, yeah, it's
that's cheating. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then I wonder, like, it's some people have. My thing, I think if you are mentally involved with someone, right, and you haven't got to that physical aspect of that relationship yet, but there's some like mental stuff going, like flirting, and it's like, I think that could maybe be cheating too. I know some people feel like, oh, that's not cheating, but I think like there could be there's intent there, I think, to an extent. And that could be cheating too. They call it emotional cheating. I've always said this: if I'm involved with someone, I just try to hide under a rock. I'm not, you got to be careful because
try and stay as loyal as you can, and just kind of
you know what, cuz I'm
even the
telling
little
you,
things. Yeah.
Cuz let me tell you something. When I got married, I put on that ring. I'm telling you, the attention that I got, and I'm like, what is going on?
Because you're taken.
Yeah. I'm
telling
serious.
you, man. It's in our DNA, girls, man. I'm telling you.
Like they're like, oh, someone locked him up. He must be good.
He must be a good one.
He must be a good one. He's got his stuff together. He must be stable. I mean, so but the adult content stuff, the porn stuff, I don't know if I would constitute that as cheating per se, because I don't imagine there's anything emotional there if you're watching porn, right? That's probably more visual stimulation than it is mental stimulation, I think, right?
Yeah, a lot of background noise. I've been meeting you, Burro, because you got a lot of background noise.
Yeah, so yes, and even like OnlyFans, right? Like I again, I think that's more. I don't think that's emotional, unless that person's like messaging you, and then something comes out of those conversations where you start developing a relationship, and then it gets a little.
Yeah, because well, sorry to cut you off. I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong. I've never had an OnlyFans subscription. I promise. I've never had one. So what is it like? If anyone knows, I guess even in the chat, can you do like personal content through DMs to that person? Like if they pay for a tier and they send you things, or like, how does that work?
I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's tiers in OnlyFans, but I don't know.
You must
go ahead, sure.
Some kind of. I feel like you would be able to do. I haven't looked at the site. I feel like their DMs is a thing though on OnlyFans. Somebody can correct me though. I have no idea.
I think you can if they allow it. If they allow it, I think it's it has to be something they allow.
Because I would imagine it would get to the point where you're in the DM with them and they're sending you personal content, like, oh, can you do this position? Can you do this? Let's talk, and they're talking about it, and they're being flirtatious, and they're probably doing more than being flirtatious. We don't know, so you know what I mean. So you could get into that territory.
Yeah, we could. I just think it's, again, like I don't think like looking at that stuff is necessarily cheating. But it could make it could hurt someone though. Like I think like we have to acknowledge that somebody may take that as, oh well, do you not find me attractive? Is there a problem here? Because there is excessive, watching of pornography.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, like that those things have been documented. There's studies on that. But for me personally, I don't think like looking at that stuff is necessarily like you're cheating on someone, because there's no real, at least in my mind, there's no like emotional connection. It's more visual stimulation than it is. You're not talking to that person in the movie. You're not having a relationship with them. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing any of those things. I mean, you may be watching it and pleasuring yourself watching, but that's not, to me, that's not even cheating. You're just pleasuring yourself at that point. That's not cheating.
Yeah.
I don't think a man can cheat with somebody he's in a relationship with his own hands. I just don't see that as being possible.
Yeah, I mean, he's just using it as visual, because men are just very visual creatures to begin with. So
we are, we are very visual,
and women too. If you're looking at adult content, I don't know if we could say the P word or not. That's why I keep saying adult content. But if we are looking at that, I mean, I don't know that person. I'm not talking to that person, and it's like, I wouldn't consider that cheating. My husband wouldn't either. So there's like layers to it. The OnlyFans is what I brought that in because it's a little bit different. You're paying for that specific person, and if you happen to know them, like if BRAP was doing it, like I gave that example, and I'm paying BRAP.
I see what you're saying. I'm
paying BRAP. Hey, can I get this pic? Can I get that pic?
If you're like requesting content, no.
Yeah, I think if you're requesting content and you know the person, I got to imagine if you know them, you're probably requesting because maybe there's some layer of attraction, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know. Oh, wow, I got to get, like imagine Alex, I'll use Alex example because we talked about him. Like if I was like, Alex has an OnlyFans, I'm like, oh, I like Alex. He's got those nice thighs, I got to hit him up for some pics. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, I gotta hope Alex is not listening right now. He's gonna be like, what is going on?
I think he's streaming right now. I was maybe gonna have him come through, but he's streaming, so I don't know. Maybe
I think in that sense that might be crossing a line, right? Like I like if Forte started an OnlyFans, then I was like, big shout out to Forte in live chat. I was requesting stuff from him, and I knew him, and we were friendly. That I think is probably crossing a line because there is a relationship there, and I would imagine that I'm asking for those things because there's some level of attraction, and there's you know what I mean. Like I'm motivated to want to see more of them because I'm attracted to them.
I got a question for everybody. If one of your friends made an OnlyFans, would you subscribe to it?
I wouldn't.
No, probably not.
No, I would not.
Burro, I should see you nodding. Yes.
Budo's like, yeah.
He doesn't want to vocalize it because now the partner's in the room, but his eyes saying yes. His eyes saying yes.
If you want to give visual cues, the nods, the
he's giving visual cues.
Blink
Look,
twice.
He's shaking his head.
Oh no, because like I've talked about this before with the troubleshooters like Eric, Hustle, and all them. And I said, like, listen, if your friend or one of us made a OnlyFans, wouldn't you be curious, like, what they're doing? But because they're all guys, they're like, what? I would never do that. Maybe because I'm a woman, it's easier for me to think like that. Well, I would be curious. I don't know. I think I would just want to know what they're doing, but maybe necessarily I don't want to see it, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. But I will say this. I did know someone... and we weren't like really good friends, probably more of an acquaintance. And this is like 20 something years ago. And I knew her, actually we went to high school together. And I happened to, I was working, this is when I was working in DC, in Washington, DC at the time. And there was a gentleman's club across the street from the office I worked at. And we used to, like all of us used to go there, for happy hour and stuff like that. And we knew a lot of the, the people that worked there, and I just happened to be there one day, and she was there on stage. I'm like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And I mean, that wasn't awkward, and I didn't think anything of it. But again, we weren't like really like close friends. It was somebody I knew, from earlier in life, right? So, but again, I think if it's someone I know, like I wouldn't want to see that from them. Like if they're like, hey, even if they ask me, hey, I started OnlyFans, will you support me? I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Like that they're just certain. I don't want to see someone like that I have a platonic relationship with.
Here's the thing: if they're a really good friend and they have an OnlyFans, you better believe I probably want to see like a picture, but only if they want to send it to me like in a DM to be like, hey, I'm curious about your content. I don't really want to be caught like, I mean, I don't want to be caught like on OnlyFans like giving you money, but like,
so
if it came up in conversation, I would definitely like.
Sure, if I made one, you would want to see like what are you doing over there?
I would definitely be curious about the content, but I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna like force you to like show me anything, and nor will I be subscribing to it.
How dare you? What kind of friend is that?
We're gonna have a podcast together, man. What the fuck?
Support.
Homies help homies, bro. They subscribe.
Right? Come on, man. No. But in the chat, I see Ryan, aka Common Sense, asking, I'm assuming we mean female friends. Yeah, I guess, it would be like the opposite sex. So like,
yeah,
I guess use me as an example, or Luca or someone like that, if you know Luca, or like a female content creator that you talk to and then they made OnlyFans.
I'm like BRAP. I'm waiting on Alex's OnlyFans. I'm going to subscribe to his OnlyFans.
Because I was just going to ask you guys, like, who would you subscribe to? So I guess Alex is the common theme.
It's kind of weird that we're naming Alex, by the way. I don't know why.
He's been named the whole night. They were trying to, I don't know if you heard the beginning, they were trying to catch me and get me in trouble and saying I flirt with Alex, and is that cheating or not, Erica? Are you cheating? I don't know how it went down, but they were trying to get me in trouble, so it is what it is. But BRAP, thank you for coming through. We're rotating tonight, we're getting some different guests and stuff, and I'm glad you're able to come through, give your opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, anytime, my pleasure. Big fan of the show. I came in here, I think my first time, and gave my confessions of a former Xbox fanboy, if you guys remember that. Yeah. So, but no,
that was interesting. That was a good show.
Yeah, that was a great show. But no, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. And
awesome.
Cuts, if there's any way we can get like a Elden Ring onesie to you, let me know how we can make that happen.
Yeah, I'll hit you up.
Yeah,
we'll be in touch. Right?
But yeah, no, my pleasure. Thanks for having me on, Shar. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
BurroBorracho, nice meeting you, man. I don't think I've met you before,
too,
but yeah, cheers, man. I wish I had some tequila, but cheers to you, sir.
Cheers.
And I'll catch you all later.
Speaking of Elden Ring.
Yeah, BRAP.
Speaking of Elden Ring, if I get it on PC, will you carry me, Erica?
All right, let's get our next guest in here real quick. I'm trying to get. Okay, so no, Burro. Yeah, I mean, let me know. I'm down for some co-op. I can always do co-op.
Y'all know
I might be over leveled. It'd have to be when you're later in the game, or I'd have to start a new game plus. Maybe I'm not sure how that works. Okay, so we got people lined up. Should we let's get this guy in here.
Gotta choose a topic too.
Yeah. What are we talking about next? What are we talking about? Chat. What do you guys want to talk about? It's been good so far. Like, I could do a poll. Yeah. We could even do polls. We could do different things.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Shar was drinking some sake or something. I thought Shar was drinking.
9 in the morning.
10:30 in the morning. I'm not drinking nothing, bro. I gotta go to a barbecue later. Like, I ain't showing up to that lit. Fuck, I'm not an alcoholic like you, man. Okay.
You're right.
All right. Since somebody's here first, we'll go with this guest, and then we'll just first come, first serve, I guess, for these 3 guests right now.
Sure.
Whoo, look who it is. The
boy.
Man
Hello.
with a million. Hey.
What's going on?
The man with a million.
How's everybody doing this fine evening?
Good. We've been talking OnlyFans. We've been talking
OnlyFans? What kind of podcast is this? What have I gotten myself into?
Episode 69, Rand.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get you up in here. We wanted to... Actually, Burro requested you. This is
really?
Patreon guest. How did you put it, Burro? You're like, we want to get to know the man.
Rand. Like I've never heard Rand talk about anything outside of video games, so it'd be a good way to get to know.
Interesting.
Behind
Okay.
the man with $1 million.
That's true. We really don't, because Rand, you're very professional, very, about gaming and stuff like that. Like last time we've had you on the show, we talked about food.
Yes.
That was a thing.
Yes, I think it was around Halloween. Last year, I believe.
Yeah. So
we talked about, so we're going to talk about how Snickers got rid of the dick veins or...
Did you see they brought it back though? People were outraged they brought it back. They were like, okay, we'll bring it back.
Apparently they never got rid of it, but it's,
Yeah.
I guess somebody just smoothed out the
That's fucking
vein out of a Snicker.
That's
I
funny.
don't know. They put a filter or something like that.
Yeah,
I have no freaking idea.
That's funny shit.
Some
No
people
freaking idea.
have had way too much time on their hands during
let me-
pandemic and stuff.
Let me get to these topics and see what we could throw in here for Rand.
I mean-
what do we know about Rand? Let's chat. Weigh in a little bit. You got Rand Al Thor here, episode 69, where
I mean, we could do the fit women one.
the fit women.
Fit women? What is there a thing going around that fit women are bad or something?
No.
Nah, I'm thinking something different. I'm thinking we saved
Wait,
that one.
do we lob them an easy one?
What's the easy one?
An easy one is threatened by the partner having a best friend.
The opposite sex. What's the chat saying? Let me see. What's the chat saying?
Well, Chad doesn't know our topics, so
Well, I don't know if they might have this random
they're
question.
latched onto the
Yeah,
dick vein thing, man. Leave them
Yeah, they're kind of
alone.
behind. They're kind of
Yeah.
behind. Yeah, it's true. Well, shoot. I mean, man, let me see here.
Like I said, that's like the easiest one we got, man.
We got some major storms going on here right now in Chicago. So you might hear some thunder.
You sure that's not your thighs or something?
No.
Going on?
Damn.
I'm not Alex. So.
Okay.
She's clapping.
We could go with we can go with this topic because I think it'll go into even our next guest
right.
too as well. So when you're attracted to someone, right? Maybe getting to know them, maybe you're even start dating. What is a turnoff that would get you to just drop that? Like, what is something that would completely turn you off from that person, no matter how hot they are?
Like that I didn't know before, that it suddenly just came up, because smoking is an immediate turnoff to me. Now that I don't smoke, I quit smoking back in my mid-20s. So, like, if I've met a girl and she's, like, a smoker, immediate, nope, not happening. Sorry. You could be the best girl in the world, not happening with smoking, for sure. I guess, like, getting to know, I don't know, like, racist views come up. The stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I know that's not really specific, but, people tend to keep their true selves hidden for a bit.
Yeah.
That's true.
When you start dating. So if some of those, another thing that I don't particularly like is clingy. Like if you're doing something with somebody else and then like she or he, I guess depending, starts throwing like a fit and starts crying about it, that's also kind of can be a little irritating. So
yeah, I see what you're saying. You can feel smothered, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like, that's the thing. Even for women too, like we don't want clingy. We want you to not need us, I guess. Like you want to be with this person, you want them to show interest and invite you places and spend time with you, but when they start like really needing you 24/7, it's kind of like
I feel like I've said this before, but like if you're not acting as a whole complete person next to the other whole complete person that you want to be with, then it's not a good relationship to be in for either person. Does that make sense? Like that neediness comes from the other person feeling like they're inferior, or they're like they need that person for something to like fill a void that they haven't filled themselves yet, and that's like you're not a complete person, and that's where I feel like some toxicity could like arise or whatever. So I'm like, I try to look for people who are like they're like comfortable with themselves, or like they feel like a whole complete person. They don't need somebody else, right?
Also, lying is a big thing too.
Oh fuck yeah!
You catch a liar. I mean, because it's like, oh, they might. If you're lying about small stuff, you're probably gonna lie about big stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you can't trust the person, then that is just like immediate no.
Yeah, I could see that. What about you, Burro? What's a turn off?
A turn off would be somebody who's just snobby, angry, snobby. If they don't get their way, they act like a child. They're very toxic. Toxic. They constantly want to start fights with you over small stuff and their stuff. Someone who's not very supportive and doesn't try to help you achieve your goals. Somebody who doesn't have a vision or anything. Stuff like that.
Yeah, like also, because I've ran into this personally. If they are not a fan of gaming. Because that's like a big thing for me, and I also like to read books, like so I'm like big reader too. So if they don't jive with your hobbies and they think it's childish, gotta go. I don't, what I'm saying? Gotta go.
That's a good one. So even if they didn't game themselves, but they accepted you as a gamer.
Yeah, but cool like ones who are like, oh, why don't you grow up? I've had one girl say, why don't you grow up?
Really?
And it's like, okay, we're like, I have a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna see eye to eye on this one.
That's a good one. Yeah, because if they're not respecting your hobbies and they're gonna, especially if you have a YouTube channel, that's gonna be huge problems.
Yeah,
huge. And the clinginess, they're gonna want you all to themselves, or they're not gonna want you spending time with the games.
I don't mind clinginess as long as it's not overbearing, like
controlling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you can't go out or spend time with your friends or your family at all. Or you can't have some alone time to yourself, man. Like maybe you want to go walk in the park or just go to the gym. I don't know. Maybe go see a movie. Hang out. I don't know.
Yeah.
You need your alone time. You need space. Yeah, that's definitely for me too. Like I need space, me time, and if they're just like jealous of that, that's bad. Gaz is here. He wanted to be on when Rand is here. What's going on, Gaz?
Hey, what's going on with you? Episode 69, and what is this? The first time you invite me to a show, it's all about this.
I know the timing, because we've been wanting to have you on, but I just figured, you know what? Let's just throw him on here. Like, why not? 69. Let's get you in this way.
Okay, can you just answer this question? Did your husband actually finally see what you and Alex get up to on Twitter? And this is the reason why you created this channel? Is this what?
Wait.
I see you and Alex literally. If that's not flirting, you're literally having virtual sex.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm there for it. I'm not judging you. I'm just observing.
Yeah, wasn't there that one? Wasn't there that one?
Turn the camera.
Why'd you turn the camera off?
Wasn't that one tweet by Eric or something about a good deed goes a long way or something? And even Luca was like that,
Listen, I was on one that day. I don't know what was going on. Okay, that was not me. I was hacked. Okay.
You got that hormone. Control your hormones.
Yeah, right.
That was the baby. I don't know. Okay, that was not me.
That was the baby. I'm concerned if that was the baby.
I know, right? No, that was just the hormones, is what I mean. But I was on. I don't know. Okay.
Is your husband going to get a DNA test when the baby is born?
Damn! The sauce has been brought. The sauce is here.
That's what I'm talking about. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here, because I wanted some sauce. Yes.
Oh God.
No, but you were asking what? That's the reason I did this episode or something like that? Because my husband knows, or what'd you say?
Hey, listen, I wake up and then Colt's like, yo, look at what these two are talking about. And to be honest, you trolled me at the start. You said you and Alex were my husband and wife. I was so happy.
You were happy. You were happy. Wait, why were you? Because you wanted it to be true. I remember that. Yeah. You did want it to be true.
No, I think no. I think that's because it looks believable. That's what we should be concerned about, man.
It's definitely a better love story than Twilight. That's
for sure.
I remember we told you we were just playing around, like it's not real, and you were disappointed. You were kind of sad about it. I remember that.
I was like, damn. I was just imagining like the babies and everything, man.
It would be a huge scandal. I had some people asking, like, because I asked for topics and suggestions for this show, right? And some were like, "Who's the father?" Get on there and say who's really the father. I'm like,
gonna go on Maury, figure out who the father
Yeah,
is.
for real.
Gaming MC. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but we were just asking Rand, Gaz, if you want to give your opinion on this. When you're interested in somebody, you start dating somebody, what is just like the complete turn off for you about that person? What would turn you off?
I think mistrust and clinginess. I've had a bad spate of ex-girlfriends. My choices are terrible. But I think insecurity in a woman really is a turn off for me. I have, well, been around the block, but that sounds horrible. But I'm not the village bike. But I think after Austria, I was talking to Rand about it. He popped in. But insecurity for me is a massive thing, and it's a deep topic because I learned a lot. So one of my ex-girlfriends, she was a model, and one thing I've learned from that is never date models. They're the most insecure people on the planet, and I'm not exaggerating. And that might sound really judgy and a sweeping statement, but models, I learned a lot about social media and what it does to women. And this is from guys, normally I'm like, yeah, you guys know what you're doing, and blah, blah, blah. But not blowing my own horn, she's my ex. We almost got married. But she was so insecure about almost everything, and it was perpetuated by social media. But at the end of the day, I was wrangling with that and excused the insecurity because of social media and stuff. And my past, she would all say, it's my past, it's not you, it's my ex-boyfriend. I'm like, yo, just park that to one side. I'm not your ex. I'm like the most chill guy. She'd be insecure about everything. It was the most draining thing. And I remember the one time, the final straw was when I was saying to myself, I went going shopping with her, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stare at the floor when I'm shopping because I don't want any issues. And within 10 minutes, that's how bad it was. And within 10 minutes, she accused me of checking someone else out. And I was just like, yo, that's just taking the piss. And that was the end of then that was it. That was 2.5 years. We almost got married. But yeah, and lo and behold, I was talking to Rand. Since we ended, and also another turnoff is like all the plastic work. I don't like that. I liked her. She was naturally beautiful. And she looks like you could set her on fire. There's so much plastic. She got big breasts, like huge.
So she got work done after you guys were together.
We had massive fights. We had massive fights over like, you don't need a boob job. She got microdermabrasion, which is a smaller thing. Eyelid surgery. I went to Harley Street and she wanted to get eyelid surgery, man. She was like 29. You're like, you don't need eyelid surgery. Went to a surgeon. The surgeon refused, said no, you're way too young. She's got it done. She did a nose, she did a lips, I don't know if she done her arse, she didn't need it, but she done a whole host of things. It's complicated.
I got one though.
Yeah.
So this was when I was in high school. I made this promise to myself after I did it that I would never do it again. So I was dating this girl, and she was quite religious. And I am not a very religious person at all, right? Mm-hmm. And she asked me to go to her church services with her. And of course, me being dumb, young teenager, of course, anything for you, right? So I go to church service with her. Mm-hmm. And while I was there, and they're doing all the singing and all that stuff, and I'm just, and this as someone like I was born and raised Catholic. Like I went to a Catholic grammar school and a Catholic high school, but I kind of rebelled against it. But like, I was done. Like I was hardcore atheist at that point, right? And here's this girl that I really like and I'm into, and she asked me to go to the service, and of course, like a stupid puppy dog, I'm like, yeah, because
You liked her.
Yeah, I liked her. And then I'm sitting there like, and they're doing all the singing and all that stuff, and I promised myself like never again. I would never ever do this again. So a turn off with me would be someone who's deeply religious, like, and not in the way where like you're religious. Don't push it on me.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, do your own thing, but do not try to convert me. Because she tried converting me, and I almost like let her because 17 years old, right? Like, so yeah, that'd be one for me. So,
Rand, you're being a hypocrite there because I know for a fact you would market Xbox to a PlayStation girlfriend.
ooh,
Right? You
Caught
gotta
out.
be playing Xbox and
Console warring. That would be hot.
Oh my god.
no console warring. That's a turn off.
Yep.
Dang. Yeah, no, I'm with that, Rand. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, fair enough.
I could agree with that. Yeah. But shoot. I'm glad I got you guys on here at the same time. Gaz and Rand. Gaz, what time is it over there for you?
It is almost 3 a.m.
Damn. Sorry I kept you waiting a little longer. You know, these conversations sometimes, we get into them and
it's all good.
Got you on a little bit later and stuff, but yeah.
So what you decided? Have you decided flirting is cheating and whatnot? What's the answer?
That topic passed already. What you mean?
Oh, really?
That's not a topic.
We can bring her around. We got new guests here now. We can talk
like
about
3
it.
years ago. What you
All right.
mean?
Well, depending on your answer, you've either cheated with your husband or not with Alex. But I just does your husband on a serious level? Does he know about the? I know it's all fun and games, but does he know about?
I talked about this earlier because me and Alex were on a podcast together a couple years ago, and it started there, right? And we had viewers, we had people seeing it live, including
have
my
viewers
husband.
now seeing it. What's the difference?
I know, but I'm saying including my husband.
Gotcha.
And he never had any kind of issue, but other viewers would bring it to my attention, like, does your husband like have a problem with this? Like, don't you get mad or don't you feel disrespected? And I never did. It was just more fun. But no, my husband follows Alex on Twitter. So I mean,
really? That's brilliant.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
It's intention. Ultimately, it's the intention behind the whole thing. And
that's the word we focused on. Like, really, it's intention.
Alex's OnlyFans.
Kenny also just wants to get in Alex's OnlyFans.
Maybe. Hey, maybe. Yeah. I may honestly, I might have to worry more about them than he has to worry about me.
Wait, didn't they have a bromance going on for a while too?
And they had a what?
Didn't they have a bromance going on for a bit? I can't. remember.
Yeah, Kenny's a bromance kind of guy, so I got to keep my eyes on him a little bit. No, but as far as me, I didn't really answer this question, but yeah, I would agree with the hobbies thing that Rand was saying. Them not accepting my hobbies. Like, I can't imagine being married to someone, or if Kenny was like that, like not liking me doing this stuff. He's all for it. He supports it and stuff. So that's a big.
Is he a gamer?
Yes, not as hardcore, but he is a gamer. And
I've never managed to find a. Well, actually, I had an ex. That didn't last long. She was a gamer, but I've never managed to find a chick who's into gaming. It sucks.
Seems harder, I think.
Yeah,
because they don't broadcast it.
They don't. Yeah, that's a great point. They don't.
They don't want the heat that comes with that shit.
I think it's also the misconception. I mean, the chicks I hang around with aren't in like the YouTube, core gaming circles, and perhaps it's something they feel. And culturally, it's maybe not. I think I've met some, and then they've not that I've been interested in them, but they've been reluctant to mention the gaming aspect of things because they just want. They may be perceived as a little bit too nerdy, not realizing that that's instant pregnancy levels for most of us guys. Because we want. I'd love my.
I would love gamers.
Chick.
Yeah,
something to bond over. But,
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
it's pretty.
But what if she was a pony, Gaz?
Oh, hardcore pony.
There'd be a lot of S&M and angry sex. That's
Damn.
50 Shades of Green.
Who's cosplaying as Jim Ryan and who's cosplaying as Phil Spencer?
Phil Spencer and Jim Ryan? Is that what we do?
No, what? I'll let her dress up as Jim Ryan, and I'll just be a normal PlayStation user. Then she can do me from behind.
Damn! Gaz going in. That's wild. Yeah. I can't imagine if like my partner was like a diehard freaking console warrior. I'd be so embarrassed.
Would you date a pony Rand?
Would I what?
Would you date a pony Rand?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why not?
It would be fun. I mean, you know, it wouldn't be that serious. Like when you're in the real and you talk about gaming, most of the time, 99%, it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be that deep. It's really not.
I got friends. My brother's a hardcore PlayStation guy, and I'm a hardcore Xbox guy. I got mates who have been in our Source videos. One guy's never owned an Xbox console. He's a hardcore PlayStation. But in real life, I've always been like pretty chilled. Like in the gym, you see loads of people. But as for back to a chick, I'm lucky. You're lucky. I'd love to have a girlfriend or wife who is.
It's pretty fun. You get to talk about just gaming topics, and I'll go to him with like the Twitter dramas, like, oh, there's this console guy did this, and he'll laugh about it. We share, stories with stuff like that. So
I don't think I could do all that. Tell my partner about the Twitter drama and stuff. Seeing all that.
Sometimes I do. I think that's what brings it more to light how stupid it is. When you say it out loud to somebody, trust me, it hits you even more how dumb
I see some stupid stuff on Twitter.
It's stupid.
Some of those Twitter spaces going on for hours. Like I don't have the
It's wild. It's wild. But yeah, you guys, thanks for coming through. We got to get the next guest in here. But Gaz, we got to have you on again, like properly.
So Eric is kicking us out already? Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Already? It's been forever.
It goes fast. I know.
No.
That's what happens when you bring up Alex. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't go so left with Rand being on here.
Yeah. Well,
I expected it to go more left than this.
Yeah, maybe it goes left. I mean, who else we got coming up?
We got a few. I'm kind of keeping them like secret until they come in, but yeah.
Or it might go more left. We'll see.
We'll see. If it does, we know who to blame.
All right. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Thank you.
Meeting you all. Peace out.
Later.
Practice safe sex.
Yes, correct.
That's a good message. Yeah, a good way to go out.
Yeah, no, it's true.
All right. Shoot. Let's get this man in here.
Hey!
Oh man, look who it is. What's up? Why are you shaking your head? What's going on?
I don't think it's on, brother. I don't think it's on, my guy.
All that build up.
All that build up. He's muted. He's got settings wrong. Okay. Check your settings.
Yo, I had to check my settings too. He was using my laptop mic, not the mic.
Oh.
There he is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mr. Bitcloud Gaming.
Yes.
I don't know what I walked into.
You walked into episode 69.
She should have titled this episode 69, Surviving Erica. From what I just heard, oh Lord, you mean to tell me it's like the sunken place down there, Erica? What's going on right now?
Hold up.
Hold up. You mean to tell me you don't know who the father is?
That was a joke, Bitcloud. Don't lean in the camera and get out of here.
Hey yo, come on. Will the real daddy please stand up in the chat? Let's go. We gotta talk.
Oh man.
Nah.
The entire chat shows up. The entire chat shows up.
Anyway, what's up?
What's up? It's episode 69. Welcome.
Yeah, 69. I guess secrets are being dropped. She sighs because she knows.
You got insight?
Nah, she can't survive Bitcoin.
I ain't got no secrets. What you talking about? You're the one with the secrets, Bitcoin.
Nah, you don't want
I think that today's the day you come out and you say the truth.
About what?
You know what?
What?
Oh.
What's up? Now you got the chat looking weird. What's the secret?
That's like, ooh.
Spicy drama.
Please tell me. Oh, yeah, tell me, please.
I tried to get this out of you on Solidcast a little bit. I tried to put you in the hot seat.
You can't put me in that.
Me and Rev, even Rev kind of helped me out a little bit. He said, you know what, Bitcloud's talking a bit more now that Eric is here. What's going on?
Okay, well, to be fair, Rev gets emotional when we talk about his hair, so that's a different story.
We weren't even on that. I don't think so. Shout out to Rev. I tried to get him on here, but he's busy. I think he's busy. We'll have to talk about feet another time. Okay. No feet talk today.
I'm saying he was quiet because you came in prepared with socks. He was expecting there.
I had socks on. He was quiet.
I'm just saying. I had to save the show.
Oh man, no, but I try to put you on the hot seat a little bit and give you a hard time because you give me such a hard time. Like,
I never give you a hard time. You can ask Shar. I don't even give Shar a hard time.
That is cap, and you know
I don't give Shar
a hard time. And you know it.
I show up and say hi, Shar. She goes, oh, look at this son of a bitch. I'm like, okay, let me leave.
That is cap.
That's how I get. That's cap. Every time. I say, hey, Shar, nice weather we're having today. You can't say that in my ring. That's the damn type of reaction.
Why are you lying, bro?
Talking about
no, I asked a legit question. I was like low key. I was like, okay, what's it like living in Japan? What kind of silly ass question is that?
That's cap.
Wait, say that? What? You said it's like oh, won't you ask me how it's like living over there? It's normal. It's life. I'm like,
it is.
Oh, but so you agree? So you agreed that you said it?
That's what I said. I didn't say why did you ask me that question. I said it's like normal. It's like every day at the office.
Yeah,
like, it's just life, man.
It's different culture. That's why I asked the question. I'm just saying.
I don't feel the culture anymore. What am I supposed to answer?
Oh Lord.
Okay, anyways, these conversations, when you popped into the Discord, we're playing games. Remember, Shar, we were playing Halo, we're playing other games, and here comes Bitcloud, right? These conversations are going on. What was going on was Erica, talk to me. Erica, talk to me.
That's true.
Why are you ignoring me, Erica? Why are you ignoring me?
Oh, you talking about the Halo stream where you're just looking, googly-eyed at the camera and you don't say nothing?
When I'm trying to play the game, sir? When I'm trying to play the game?
Sorry, we were concentrating on the game.
No. I'm sorry. Erica has like the worst poker face ever. Like all it took was one donation, and I got branded as bad luck. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. He's playing so I donated one. No, sure. I donate out of my heart. I was like, yo, hey Erica, good to see you. Damn you, Bitcloud, I died. Like, wait, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? It ain't my fault. You got killed. It ain't my fault. God damn it.
That is true. Well,
I'm a good person. I'm a good person.
It wasn't like, hi, Erica. It was like, you were really trying to make me die. Let's be real.
By being nice?
By distracting me.
How the hell is that? Okay.
The little sound it made. I was like, what's
deactivate the chime. Deactivate the chime. Deactivate the chime. That is bull.
True. Actually, though, you know what? I switched sides. Erica, turn your alerts off when you play Halo.
Because of Bitcloud.
Then I mind my business. Erica comes taking jabs. I come support my friend Alex. I say, what's up? Oh Lord, Bitcloud's here. Look at Bitcloud. Watch. I'm like, where the hell? Oh, you be doing this now? You get me started. So. You get what you give, Erica. You get what you give. You
I'm only reciprocating the vibe. No. That's what you'd be doing for me.
You should be reciprocating love and niceness.
Oh, so you want love? Back. See?
Okay, now you made it. Now you made it.
Now
you made it weird. See? Not that
you said it.
This man said he wants to reciprocate love.
What kind of shit is this?
Hey, it's episode 69. You know we gotta go there. All right, what's the next thing we're talking about?
Do we even have a topic for this man? I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm over the top. I'm a secretive person, so
we gotta give him the fit women then.
Because the thing, let's get into that. Because the thing, let me say this real quick. You know, Bitcloud is on Solidcast. I've been on there a couple times. I watch it, and they start with the gaming topics, and then they'll go into like dating topics, sexual topics.
All that shit.
But this man Bitcloud gets very quiet when those topics
I
come
do,
up.
because I got some dark stories I don't talk about.
So you just got these dark stories.
I mean, it's one involved. So I think you said the title was "Flirting is Flirting Cheating."
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I mean, if you wanted to talk about that, you could.
Here's a dark story for you right here. All right, and again, I'll just flat out say it because I already said how this story. Well, how this story it went from 0 to 60 in terms of when I first met her. All right. So I met her at this good God, we're going back and I feel old already. So I went with my homie Ashton. We're going to this little I thought we were going to like a church type of thing. It's not even a church. Well, my mom, you know, she drives us there, and we go to this little garage. We go in there, and it's not even a church. It's like a garage they legit pimped out, you know, kind of like feel like a church type of thing. And she's like, "Hey, we're welcome. This is the thing. We're going to do this thing called the overnight prayer." I'm like, "When the hell?" Overnight prayer. What the hell is that?
This sounds like a sex party waiting to happen.
Oh, I mean, at this point, you might as well have said it did, because anyway, girl that's there, my mom wanted me to meet there because it's a daughter of her friend. And this girl, she wanted me to ask her to prom when I was in high school. I didn't ask her to prom because I didn't know who she was. I ended up going and meeting out with a friend that we happened to have the same, you know, color, and that was it. That was my date for prom. Anyway, I meet her, whatever. We're talking, you know, we're chilling and whatnot. You know, shit goes through the day, and we're there until about. I mean, we're there overnight, obviously, but the weird shit didn't start happening until like 3 a.m. when everybody's pretty much sleeping in their chairs. She's next to me. I'm right here. I'm over here, like just out of it, right? All of a sudden, I'm getting kissed. She's over here kissing me and shit.
Whoa!
And then she's sucking on. Then she's sucking on my fingers and she's biting on my fingers. I'm like, okay.
Whoa!
I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. Listen, I go to the bathroom. I was like, I gave it a gesture. Go out the door. Literally, as soon as we get out the door, well, I don't know if I should say the word, but I just say I'm getting a blowjob outside the door. There you go. I'll say that to make it.
He said the blowjob word, guys.
I wasn't. She sucked me on. I ain't gonna say that. Okay. And what? So I'm thinking it's, you know, she cool. She just one of those little risk taker type of chicks, you know. So we you know, after that, the shit was, you know, the day was over with. We kind of left. I lost contact with her for a while because the fucking son of the guy who owned the place was basically snitching. Like, he kept like speaking around, and I found out why he was snitching, because he actually wanted to get with her type of thing. I'm like, bro. So you're that fucking pathetic that you're over here, you know, snitching and shit, saying like, oh, they're touched and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, we didn't go over there again. You cut about what, 2 years later, we ended up talking again because she got my number. And we were talking, we were just hanging out. Well, we started talking again. And this is where the weird shit started happening. So I figured, you know, after that experience, why not try to date this chick? You know, she's cool, chill, you know what I mean?
You wanted more of that,
I want a little more of that. Oh yeah, I want a little more of that too. But this shit ended up being some of the dumbest shit ever. Now, okay, I understand women like to be clingy. Some do, which is normal. Okay, sure, but there is a limit to how much I can fucking take, type of thing. And here's where I say this. So we started doing this. You know, I talked to her, right? I'm talking every day. I would get at least 3 phone calls from her. Not again, normal, right? She's over here. I'm over here. 3 phone calls I'll get one in the morning, or I'll get a text message in the morning, say, hey, good morning, sweetheart. I'm like, if I don't reply, I immediately get a fucking phone call immediately, like around 12 or 1. Sometimes I sleep in, but it is what it is, you know. 12 or 1. I don't reply, right? And here's where the weird shit happens. I finally reply at in the evening. What do you think the question is? What do you think the first thing I answer to is?
Where were you, or why didn't you call me?
She's like, yeah, I called you at around 1 in the morning. Why didn't you pick up?
1 in the morning?
I'm sitting there going,
I'm asleep.
I'm asleep
doing
like a regular human.
I got fucking maybe a job because I was working at this time before I did the YouTube thing. I'm working, so you know. So okay. I'm just checking. I'm like, it rubbed me the wrong way, but it didn't. It rubbed me the wrong way, but it didn't, you know, at first. So we go a little further with this shit. I'm minding my business, you know, shit's progressing, whatever, right? And then we moved because we had to move from the house that we were in to a bigger one. And when I was in the process of moving, I literally disconnected everything. So my computer was disconnected, all my stuff was in there. Yeah, I have my phone, sure, but when I tell you we were constantly like on the move, we were on the move. Like I had to just keep going. I had time to talk, but I said, listen, I left her a message. I'm like, listen, I'll get in touch with you when I can. I'll let you know all this junk. I'm talking a week later, Erica. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like he doesn't love me no more. He don't talk. He don't.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? My fucking.
Where did she say that at?
It was on Facebook. She was sharing that around on Facebook.
Oh my god.
And I'm like
Facebook.
that. And she's like, and everybody's sitting there going, yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's like, nah, I just feel like I'm not loved. I'm not appreciated. All that. I talk to you every day. And mind you, we used to talk from like, let's say 10 to like 4 or 5 in the morning type of thing. And I'll go to sleep. And then I get a message again, like around 10.
The same night?
Yeah, same night in the morning. I'm like, you expect replies after this time?
Bro.
After like late conversation, you know what I mean? You expect that type of shit like that, you know what I mean? So anyway, this is where the shit got weird completely for me. She got her car.
Oh no.
And I'm over here, I'm minding my business, right? I'm over here, and Erica, this is fucked up. There's a reason why I keep that PC in that fucking closet, all right? It's a fucked up part about it. She showed the fuck up where I got the PC.
Where you guys?
Peeking around the corner, seeing if it was me, because my mom told her I went to go get my rig. And she was like, she's like, where'd he go? And she told him where I was at. So she's over here peeking, like, you know that like that Kim Kardashian little gift where she's like, like that. She's like that around the corner by
she's
the
stalking you, basically.
She's over here. Yeah. I didn't see her at first though. I had the shit. I almost dropped the motherfucker. She goes, surprise! Like, holy shit, bro! It was fucked up. Anyway, she's over here listening, going, "Yo, I need." He's like, "You need I got my car, so we can spend the day together." I'm like, "Spend the day together? I got shit to do. I got to go to work. Plus, I got to take this the fuck on." Yeah. So it's the piece. Like, so you choosing this PC over me?
Correct. At that point, you should have said yes.
I'm looking at her like, are you fucking dumb? I got this fucking PC. I'm fucking excited as fuck. I'm trying to do this YouTube thing. I want to start the YouTube thing, start my business. And she's like, "Oh, you're choosing that over me. You just don't want to hang out with me. I know you've been acting weird because this. Let me guess, you've seen somebody." I'm like,
and you guys just talked maybe like the day before.
I'm like, if I was seeing somebody, do you really think I'd be talking to your crazy ass right now?
Damn.
And she fucking got mad. She shouldn't have gone, "Oh, that's how you feel? Okay, fuck you." I'm like, "Bitch, fuck you." You know what? Guess what? What? We done. I don't need shit from you. You know what? There's a chick. You know that girl that you saw at fucking Kevin's house? I was talking to her, bitch. We done. And I fucking kept it moving. I ain't say shit to her. Like, I'm just
dang.
But no, it's fucked up. It was like some clingy shit. It's like, bro, I just
like, I'm not saying she should show up somewhere, but I could see her calling if you like ghosted her. It's been like a week or something like that. But this was like hours later, and you guys
hours later, and you told her
and it was like, and it wasn't like there was like a schedule for this, right? It was like every time I talked to her type of thing, you know. I talked to her.
That was a stalker.
And like, you know, and some people, and I look back and I'm like, was I too harsh? Maybe, you know, was I too harsh?
You're probably just fed up.
I'm at that point, I'm fed up. And then I'm reading these messages on Facebook. My cousin told me, "Yo, she's saying all this. Yo, she like you like that." I'm like, how many times did I tell her I'm gonna be out of town? I'm like, I'm not out of town, but I ain't gonna be available to talk. Like, even you knew this. I even told her this. And she's like, "Well, I'm not your cousin, and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, I know you're not. I'm just saying, like, I'll get in touch with you again. She's like, no, you acting like this is fun. Like, what if I didn't talk to you for a week or two? I would wish you well, because you know I'll talk to you later. Like,
yeah,
like right? What the fuck? Like, especially if you told me what I told you, you know what I mean? I know it's not like we're done. It's not like I say, "Yo, I won't call you back." So
yeah, that's wild.
Your insecurity is showing, girl. That's
so it's all making sense now. This is why when I don't talk to you for 2 minutes, Bitcloud, you're traumatized. Now you've become her. Now you're like, Erica, why are you talking to me? Why do you say hi to me, Erica? Where you been for 2 minutes?
Nah, Erica, you kind of remind me of
what? Who?
Nah, you remind me of Christine from high school, who used to do some weird shit like that.
You calling me a weirdo?
No. It's weird in a funny / goofy.
Oh, there's a goofy word again. Remember when I was on Solid Cast?
Yeah.
What they say? I'm like,
she's like
cute.
It's like she's a goofy, cute girl. I'm like, what the fuck is goofy cute?
And you agree? You actually no, you disagreed.
No, I disagreed. I was like, what the hell is goofy cute? I never heard of shit like that. That sounded weird. But
Meds explained it a little bit. You guys go listen to Solid Cast when me and Luca were on.
Run
into it was really good.
Greaser Meds is hilarious. Pure comedy.
Speaking of Luca, BitCloud, thanks for coming through with that crazy story. I got to get Luca in here. I got to get more guests, but glad you came through. Shar, kick him out, please.
I can't. I'm not in control of the.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah.
No, but for reals, we'll have to have you on again. You've been on what, 2 times before? I think here, something like that.
Yeah, 2 times. One time I came late, so I had to like.
I don't know.
I said, funny. I turned into a saboteur the second time, and it was hilarious.
We must like you or something because we bring you back. I don't know.
Shar hates me.
So I don't hate you. That's a big word. That's a strong.
I say hi, and the mood changes from.
Char's very picky on people. That's for sure.
Yeah, because I don't bother with people that I have to waste energy with. You know,
Yeah, you don't waste energy with me. I say hi. I don't even get a hello.
Damn.
You say, oh no, it's Bitcloud.
Bitcloud's insecure, guys. He can't even.
See what I mean, Shar? 2 minutes can't go by. You gotta say hi to him every time.
Now my emotions. Wow. Okay. That's this. Nah, these have me though. That's always.
Yeah. We'll talk soon. Have a good one. Peace. All right, man. To get the scum cast up in here.
Hello.
Finally.
What's goody? What's goody, fam? How y'all doing?
Good. How was Scumcast?
Oh, it was it was good.
That laugh though.
Right?
Yeah, it was good. Always fun hanging out with the boys.
As usual.
Yeah. SloMo here as well. Got 2 of the Scumcast. Luca, how funny is it that we blocked the same dude the same day?
I don't like kismet, man. Like, I guess it was just meant to be. I don't know. I just don't know.
Not even planned, because I didn't say anything. Like, I just did it, and then next thing I know, a couple hours later, Lucas got him blocked too.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna say anything either, but he posted about it, so unfortunate.
It's always weird when people announce like, "Oh, I'm blocked," you know?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Shots and all
Wait,
that. Like,
was this like this week? this past week?
It was today.
Today.
Yeah.
Just a few.
What?
It was just a few hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of something different then. Never mind.
You know, usually when someone announces to their entire timeline that they got blocked by someone, they're a little salty about it.
Yeah.
Well, this person was all like, block me, because I asked them to stop doing something in my mentions, and they're like, I can do whatever I want. If you don't like it, block me. And I was like, okay.
Don't ask somebody to block you, man. Like, it'll happen.
Right.
Say no more.
Yeah. Well, this is our special guest, Burro, our Patreon.
What's goody, my boy?
What's good, guys? How are you guys doing tonight?
Chilling.
So it's 69. So, we've been talking about like relationships and stuff like that. Luca, I know we wanted to talk about a specific topic. I don't know if SloMo could give insight on this.
Give feedback to it, yeah.
Yeah. Give the male perspective with Burro, I guess. Let me get the super chat first. So Forte says, my family with the hearts. Great show, Erica. Thank you, Forte. Appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to the brother.
I got to get him on here next for sure. But yeah, we're going to talk about some dudes right now. Like what makes them hot, I guess.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
If tattoos and beards make men hotter. And to add to that, because I've been getting some tweets about this from other guys saying that beards are the male version of makeup.
I agree with that. Yeah.
That it could hide, I guess, their imperfections, or if they feel they're like ugly in a sense. I guess we could talk about
I will give a perfect example. Jack Harlow. Okay. He's a rapper. Now, Jack Harlow, he's got curly blonde hair, these blue eyes, so handsome, right? Without that beard, he doesn't look as good. But as soon as he got that beard, I was like, okay, that's a man right there. And it makes him look older.
Looking at him now, right? Yeah.
He's so hot. But yeah, like without the beard, he just kind of looks a little bit goofy. He looks like he looks his age without the beard. But with the beard, he looks older. He looks more mature. He just looks handsome. I just, are you looking him up right now, Erica?
No, I'm in the.
I agree with you.
I'm communicating with very different.
Yeah, he looks really different without the beard.
Yeah.
So.
This is a very awkward topic for me, but that's it. I've never heard described that beards are the guy's makeup, but now that I think about it, Yeah, it's kind of true.
It actually makes sense.
I know a lot of dudes that refuse to shave their beard, and whenever like anyone brings it up, they're like, "Hey, you ever going to shave that?" Or like, "Here's a bet. You lose the bet. You gotta shave your beard." It's like someone asks them to walk on glass or something. They're just like, "Hell no, I'm not shaving my beard.
They don't want to do it.
I got a horrible chin," or like they got like there's something about their face they can't stand, and therefore the beard makes them feel more confident. And so yeah, I mean, look, I'm not that guy because I got a goatee. I've been rocking the goatee for years, but full on beard, nah, I can't do it.
But even the goatee works as well, slow, and it's like you don't have to worry about that, SloMo, but I'm just saying, like, some guys in general, it works for them. Like I said, Jack Harlow especially, he looks way better with that beard. Like, he looks way better with that beard compared to not having it, And it's like that's just how it is for some people. Just like some girls, have to use makeup. Like, I hate to say it, but yeah. So it just makes it just not for everybody. Cage Phoenix. There's some dudes who cannot grow a beard, so there's that too.
That's true. Yeah, there's some that can't. And Eric in the chat also said, he uses his to cover up the double chin. I was going to mention that too. Like, some guys do have the, they're a little heavier or whatever. They got the double chin. And they do have a beard, and maybe that's their intention. I don't know.
It's because it grows right on your jawline, right? Mm-hmm. So like it separates your jawline from your neck, technically.
But it could even go down. That's what they call like the neck beard.
Yeah, it depends how you style
it definitely depends how you wear it, because like if you're not well kept, you look bad regardless. No one wants something greasy and nasty and like not well managed. Like I'm not a big fan of the neck beards myself, so especially the image that's associated with that terminology. But yeah, I definitely think, and I was saying on Twitter, I said people who are already good looking having tattoos, it just makes them hotter, in my opinion.
Facts.
You agree, Shar? You agree with that?
Bro, you show me somebody, right? And then you show me that somebody with tattoos, it's like insta like 10 plus points. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn on that. I think it depends on the tats, because I've seen some like tats that I
maybe like a neck tattoo coming up right behind the ear. Oh boy,
you like the neck tattoo?
Get them away from me, man! Holy crap!
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
they do like there's a certain point like you don't I'd like them to be like tasteful of some kind, I don't but like just first like impression like wise, it's like you got tats, it's like, all right, you got a couple points for me, like let's go.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with that. It can definitely like, it's like especially depending on what kind of tattoos they are, it can draw your eye to it. Or give you like kind of an idea of what this person's into, or like, oh, you have some super high pain tolerance because you got a ton of tattoos, stuff like that. So
not everybody who has tattoo is a bad boy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's such a misconception. That's not what it is. Okay.
No, it's definitely not like that. There's plenty of people who have tats that are just in different ways. So
yeah, because like, I don't think it's necessarily the beard or the actual tats. Like you said, Luca, like if you already find them attractive, and then it adds like more points.
It adds extra points to it.
Right. If they're not attractive to you and they have a beard, it's not like they're going to be, oh, now they're hot. Like, no.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't work like that, I fear.
Right.
No.
Right. You can just add that little extra.
Is it ever too much for you guys? Is it like, is there like
there's
a guy with too many tattoos? Like, it's like, but look, you just went overload. Like, you got the Mike Tyson on your face.
For me personally, I'm not a fan of face tattoos. Personally, but of course, it's their body; they can do whatever they want, right? But for me, my preference is like no face tattoos. So
yeah, that's a little much.
Maybe like if it's like creeping into the face and it's part of a bigger tattoo, I could probably oversee it. But if it's like intentionally, like you have a tattoo above your eyebrow, like I'm not about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll take tattoos over piercings.
Same.
Melodic.
Oh, did he ask that?
Mm-hmm. Tattoos or piercings, and I'll take tattoos over.
Yeah, I would take tattoos.
No,
I kind of like when men are clean, like no tats. I think I prefer it more. But it would depend, like I said, it depends on the tats, like where they're at, if they look good, if they're like really cool looking. if they look kind of like that, it doesn't fit their body or it doesn't fit them. I don't know. It just it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you
Wait,
on that.
I have a question for Luca then. What's your favorite part of the body that if it's tatted? You know what I mean? Like if it's arms or is it like the back or pecs or what?
Arms and back. Yeah, arms and back for sure.
Like a sleeve?
Yeah.
Oh, sleeves. Oh my god.
Sleeves are cool.
Yeah.
Sleeves are cool.
Sleeves that come up to the shoulder, maybe like into the pec area. I'm like dying. Seriously.
Yeah, like I'll give you an example. Have you guys ever seen Sons of Anarchy?
Yes.
Okay, Jax Teller had his nice little beard, had his tattoos. I was like, that, you know what? First of all, Charlie Hunman is attractive in general, right? But he looks so good in that series as Jax with the tattoos and with the beard and everything. So that's right there. I like that.
Yeah. I want to flip this in a way for SloMo because we did have some other.
Yeah.
I mean, are tattoos attractive on women, Slow?
Yeah, you could flip it.
It depends. Like I'm not attracted. I've seen very attractive women that I think have too many tattoos, and it's kind of detracted from, you know, what I think is attractive about them. But you know, a few tattoos here and there there's nothing wrong with that. But
what about piercings, bro?
I mean, yeah, I'm not too into piercings like that. Like if it's kind of like, I guess, like not conservative, but if you got like a piercing in your nose with a chain that like connects to your belly button and then to your toenail, like, hey, look, you did a little too much, you know.
Wild.
Yeah,
Take
I'm
some
not
of that
into
out.
nose piercings myself.
Yeah, it could be a little extreme, I guess.
Like what? So yeah, I'm not against nose piercings, but definitely I'm not like one to go for that. But what if it's like the in your
cheek?
What's that? Those piercings are like in your skin or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Those are fine because those are kind of like it's not too much, you know.
Yeah,
but it's still, I can see there's some personality there that I can see what you're doing with that. But it's just like when it's like all over the place. Like, yeah, piercings. Like it looks like you're trying to. Like look, it looks kind of like someone's got like a pain fetish or something. You know, where they're just like sticking all kinds of things in their body.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? Nah, I'm not.
Yeah, so no gauges for me. Whoever asked in the chat, I'm not into that.
Yeah, gauges. If they're small.
So we did. Oh, go ahead.
I just don't like big gauges. Like,
yeah, I'm not a fan of that myself personally.
Yeah,
same. Like I said, I like the clean side of things. I guess I don't know.
Do you think beards make women more attractive, SloMo? Nah, I don't think so.
You know what? My husband sometimes jokes about like hairy arms on women. He just thinks
I've got hella hairy arms, man.
Like he'll say if I had hairy arms, he would not be married to me. I'm like, you're a liar.
Damn.
I don't know about all of that. But he does bring that up as like a turn off, like a lot of hair. Like visibly showing hair on the arms. I'm like, oh, good thing I don't have that, I guess. I don't know.
I can definitely understand where that mentality comes from. So
yeah. Well,
yeah, I guess so. But we did get a question too from people on Twitter, and one was, it kind of goes, I guess, hand in hand with attraction, but the I guess like the fit dude, like, is that what women want? The bodybuilding bodies? And then SloMo, I kind of want you to answer it too, as far as women. Like, is there such a thing as too fit for women? Like too big, too much muscles?
Oh, absolutely. And look, I actually kind of feel like some of the bodybuilder women you see, like, yo, that ain't natural. Like some of the stuff they doing, like you on some HGH, you're on some like horse steroid or something. I don't know what you're on, but like that ain't natural. You look like you would hurt me. Not attractive, but like a toned woman, you can tell they know their way around the gym. They're fit and in shape. I like that. That's good. Now, I actually I'm 41 now. Back when I was like 20, what was that? 20. I was like 23. And I was in the gym like all the time. I was working part-time. I didn't really have like a full-time job yet. I had all this extra time. So I was doing like 2 hours in the gym every day. And I think it's probably like 5% body fat or less. And I was dating this girl, and she actually was like, could you just kind of like slow up on this? Because she thought like she actually didn't want, she actually, when I first started dating her, I was not as toned and as ripped as I was at that time. And she was just like, yeah, it's just a little much. And I'm like, oh, like I had never actually like got that kind of feedback before. I still didn't slow up on it. I was just addicted to the gym at that time. But I guess, I mean, for you guys, is that something that you guys have ever felt like a dude was like
it's too much?
ripped?
If it looks unnatural, like there's the world's fittest guy, his body fat percentage is so low. Of course, he's still alive, but it's like it doesn't come off as natural. It's like his skin stretches across his muscles and everything, and it's uncomfortable looking at him. So that's too much for me. But in general, I try not to comment negatively about how people look, how their body types are, personally, because then it's the whole, well, so you want him to be tall, so how much do you weigh? And then that conversation comes up, and I'm not trying to deal with any of that nonsense. I don't want to hear it. I think you should, if you want your partner to look a certain way, you should work on yourself first and make sure you meet the standards that you are putting out there. Now, that being said, for me, it's like, as long as the face is cute, I'm good. But of course, I would want someone who is focused on their health and stuff. So, because that's important in the long run.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. As long as it, like you said, it looks natural. Like, for example, I used to have a crush on The Rock back like when he was like first in WWE or whatever.
He was way smaller back then.
Because he was big, but he was smaller and it wasn't like weird. Now he's like veiny, he's like super muscles, and I'm just like, nah, that ain't it. Like that's it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look natural.
It's show muscles. There's nothing like there's nothing functional about like the way The Rock looks. It's just for show. Like I actually remember I used to be so big into like Men's Health magazine. I remember it was Jason Statham that was actually like doing the interview, and he was like, he at some point in his career they wanted him to try to get like ripped like that, and he was like, but that's not how you build real strength and core and stuff like that. So like he just wasn't about that. And I mean, it makes sense to me that people would be like, like all these veins, like how do you wipe? Like, what
how do you scratch your back? How do you wipe yourself? It's crazy.
For me personally, like I'm actually sub to a lot of like fitness YouTubers, like Will Tennyson, Jesse James West, and them. And for me, it's like I like watching them do the bodybuilding aspect, but I think the like calisthenics is more interesting, and the body type you have for calisthenics is different for bodybuilding. So. Like I said, it's for some of it's for show. Yeah, for sure. It's for show. But like, I think practical strength, like being able to lift yourself up. Some people aren't able to do that despite having huge muscles on their bodies.
That core strength. Yeah, they don't got that. That's true.
Yeah. One of my best friends used to be a bodybuilder a little while ago. And what he would do before a competition was, I thought, ridiculous. Like, forget all, like, think about all the training that they have to do, like the specific workouts, and sets they would have to do, the things, the muscles. Themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm about to get to. But like 3 weeks before his competition, this man stopped eating food. All he did was drink water, and it was just like, damn. Like he was so miserable. Like the day of, but when you looked at him, like, I mean, like not an ounce of fat anywhere. But afterwards, I mean, he picked out big time. It was crazy, but it's just like the fact that what people have to do to fit the images, it's never as awesome as you think it may look.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. As long as they're healthy looking, like I like for guys to look fit and care about their health, not be like the most strict where they can't even like go out to eat or have fun. But it's like, you know, as long as they're conscious of it and they do work out, that's like, I like that. And they're, I guess this is gonna sound shallow, but I'm 5'4", right, Luca? We small gang out here. I'm 5'4", and I would like.
Oh.
I mean, I'm married, so it's like pointless to even say this because I ain't even on the market no more. But if I was, I would prefer a man that's like bigger than me. You know, a little taller, just a little more beefier.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not even the height really. It's like the beef. Like
it's different for me.
Beefier.
I'm 4'11", so anyone who's taller than me is good. You know.
True. Yeah, they're likely
So,
going to be
literally
taller.
everyone.
I'm literally right in the middle of you guys. Then I'm 5'2", and I'm like, where are my short kings at? Like, show up.
But I want, you know what I mean? Like, you want them a little like sturdy.
No,
like, if they're real skinny, I'm like,
I'm not like. Yeah, I'm not super into really skinny guys. Like, I'll give an example. MGK would not be like my body type preference personally. But yeah, I'm not into super skinny guys myself.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that body type, of course, but that's just not my preference.
Yeah. They gotta have some meat. You gotta have something to hang on to, you know?
Yeah, like for me personally, since I am so short, the concept of like, I know it's the whole girls need guys to be over 6 feet tall. Like I get that, but like I said, I am
way too tall.
I am so short that I don't think it actually matters as long as they're taller than me. And a lot of it's also because like when I do see people shorter than me, it does freak me out a little bit if they're not like kids. I'm like, yo, this is weird.
Like, how is this possible? Yeah, because you're 4'11", so yeah, you would just assume like you should be taller than me.
Yeah, I would.
What's going on?
Hey, yo, Char, you said 6 feet tall is too tall?
Like, if you're bending over to kiss me, that's...
yeah.
I'm sorry, man. You're too tall.
I think
like, actually, no. That's the first thing you don't do to a short person is pick them the fuck up. You know this.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of.
Yeah, I think 6 feet is too tall too.
That's too tall for me.
Why? This is like mind blowing to me. I've never heard anyone.
When I see like, I'm fine with it. Like when I see like dramas or whatever, when there's like a height difference, I'm like fine. But the height difference is never like crazy like that. Like I said, if you're bending over, you have to break your back, and I have to be on my tippy toes to kiss you. If we're in a relationship, you're too tall.
Yeah,
man. Like
I agree.
Wow. Yeah, I'm 6. I'm like a hair under 6'4", and I've been this height since like 11th grade in high school, and I've never heard like this is like brand new to me. Like I've never heard.
Because I think the perception is like even online we see it a lot that women want really tall dudes. Like I think that's a thing.
I think those girls are capping personally.
Yeah.
Like I'll understand one of my friends, she is like 5'11", so I can understand her wanting someone who's over 6 feet tall. But if you're under 5'6", like you don't need someone who's 6 feet tall, you know?
Well, okay, let me
you don't need it.
I'll use my wife as an example. My wife is 5'3", and she has never been attracted to anyone that's under 6 feet ever. And I've seen kind of
that's a special woman right there.
I've seen that like pretty much often. Like I don't know. I guess I've never seen that.
No,
whole, like,
I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from, but I personally think that kind of mentality of I need the guy to be over 6 feet tall is perpetuated by the media, and I personally just don't fall into that category. Of course, your wife is attracted to what she's attracted to, and that's perfectly okay. But me personally, it's not something that I am actively looking for, like, because as long as you're taller than 4'11", you're good.
Yeah, I mean,
for you, everyone's taller. I mean,
I'm tall compared to Luca. Which is crazy.
Like...
I'm used to being the short one, so yeah, that's wild. Even Char, I'm the tallest person. Well, I'm not person, but one of the tallest here. Just crazy. Middle of the bunch. Yeah. Dang, man.
Because I dated somebody who was basically my height for a very, very long time. It was great. Like he was like maybe like an inch or two taller than me. Like not crazy taller than me. It was like perfect. It was great. Yeah.
Shout out to the Tall Kings though. Shout out to y'all.
For real.
I've never been with somebody over 6 feet. Like my ex was like 5'10" maybe.
Yeah.
Which was tall to me.
Like my brother is like 5'11", and standing next to him is like insane. I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah, like both my siblings are taller than me and they're younger than me, so they look like the older siblings. And
Isn't that the best, Luca? Isn't that the best? My sister's the same way. She's younger but taller. She's 5'10".
Yeah, it's always very funny.
It's so funny to like tell people that.
Okay, they're taller, but are they like significantly taller, or is it like your whole family's short?
I think I sent you a picture of me standing next to them.
Well,
I'm like the only short one.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, I don't remember what it looked like though.
My brother is 5'9" and my sister's 5'10".
Oh, that's a huge jump. Although you're extremely kind of short, so yeah.
It's crazy how that happens though. Like the oldest, you know, we get the small genes, and then they think they're the oldest.
It's very funny because my sister lives in Boston, so every time I see her, wow, you're just so short. I'm just like, okay, like say this every time.
Yeah, you take pictures, they gotta bend over a little bit. They gotta
do,
lean in. And you're trying to be all straight, like trying to compete.
Yeah, they do.
Get in the picture.
It's funny. I think it's pretty funny. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah,
I don't mind it now. When I was little, it bothered me because I was like, no, I'm the oldest, you know? But now I'm like, you can call me the youngest.
I would always say to my sister when we were growing up, because she'd be like, "Oh, they think I'm the older sister." Then I'm like, "Let's see what you say I'm 40 and you're
not gonna
25."
like that.
We'll see what happens there. So yeah, I don't mind it.
I find it weird because like in my family with my cousins, half brothers, extended family, everything, I'm probably the third shortest.
And you're 6'4" or almost 6'4"?
I'm almost 6'4". Yeah.
Damn.
So like I'm the third. Like and the shortest is like 6'1". My cousin is 6'1". So like I think I was probably the tall. Now we don't have any 7-footers or anything, but like probably the tallest is my cousin Eric. He played college ball. He was 6'9". So
Jesus, that's tall, dude.
Family of
That's too tall. Sorry, Eric, if you're listening, but
sorry, Eric.
I'd like to meet you one, and then
they gotta get on their knees to kiss you, basically. Like,
real.
Can you imagine me with someone who's 6'9"? That would be insane.
That's crazy.
You look like a child.
I like
literally almost 2 feet different.
Literally a child.
That being said, to answer your question, SloMo, everyone in my family is like average height. So my grandma and my mom are like 5'6".
Okay.
And yeah, so my cousin, he is the tallest person in the family. He's like your height, Slo. And so every time I see him, I'm like, hey, what's going on up there? Hey.
He's the only one.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So did we ever agree about the chicks? Like if they're buff, is that like a bad thing? Like
it's not.
I think
it goes both ways,
depends,
right?
yeah.
If it's like they're
unnatural,
if it looks unnatural, and then it's
like
personally turn off for me.
As long as you don't look like you have roids, like you're using roids.
Yeah.
That's the unnatural look. That's the horse steroid look. That's
So, you know, just gotta get yourself an Abby from The Last of Us. You know what I mean?
Oh, an Abby. Oh man.
Facts.
If you guys want to stick around, there is one topic I wanted to do and we didn't get to.
Sure.
It yet.
Let's do it.
The nice guy versus the creepy guy. You guys saw that thing that was going around Twitter. I know Luca
Which
did.
one?
You
That one. Right.
The gym.
Yeah.
And the guy came over to help.
Yeah, that's weird.
Out. Well,
I hate that
video. What is that?
You didn't like it? Okay, so let's talk about it. Like what? Because even on Twitter, people ask you like, what's the difference? What makes a dude creepy?
I gotta give Burro the context first.
Nice. Oh,
give me the context because I don't know what you guys are talking
about.
It's a girl or Shar.
Could you?
If it's the one I'm thinking of.
We can share the video, right?
Can I share it?
Video?
This is the free version. Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Share
the screen and then make sure you include the audio.
Okay, let me get on Twitter. Hold up.
Sure, but I did want to say, personally speaking, I know like people have turned it into a gender politics thing, which has been extremely annoying for me to like read through. Because at the end of the day, it really just comes down to not invading someone's personal space without asking them first.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You know, like I don't know how everyone else was raised, but I was raised to taught you don't go all up in someone's space if you don't know them without permission. And even if you do know them without permission, you know, or knowing what their boundaries are, it's like that simple. It's about being polite. So even if it's another chick approaching her, I would have said the same thing. Like she should have asked first. So
it's even weirder in the gym, because in the gym it's even more of a preference to just leave me alone. People have their headphones on, as she did, and you're in your routine. You're listening to your music. You're doing you. And I know when I'm in the gym, although I haven't been into the gym often in the last few years, but when I'm in the gym, I don't talk to me unless it's like, hey, can I like squeeze in on your set here or something like that? Like, just like at least ask first, right?
Also, this guy is not ugly, so that commentary doesn't work. Born Gamer Z, he's not an ugly looking guy. So
yeah.
So here's the video.
Is it like bugging out on you guys' end?
No.
You guys see it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at the gym. He brings a mat over.
Well,
she doesn't want.
While she has a dumbbell like in her lap, by the way.
She was
like,
doing
that's
hip
like,
thrusts. Yeah.
It's a lot of weight too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. Like, she's clearly been going to the gym. She knows what she's doing. So this was her, caption with this. As I was working out in the corner, the man randomly came and attempted to shove a mat underneath me because it'd be more comfortable, quotes. If he asked whether I wanted it, I wouldn't have minded. But I think abruptly doing so and invading my space is weird, even if you are just being nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Board Gamer Z, are you attracted to men? I'm just like curious on that aspect because you're saying this guy's a 4, so I'm not I would just like to know your perspective there because, like I said, I think he's a good-looking guy. Also, she explained it in the post. She's like, "Listen, if he had asked, I would not have minded. All right, but invading my space without asking is weird. It's that simple. And like I said, people are trying to turn this into this is why chivalry is dead and men that would I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like I said, you ask before you invade someone's space. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's just weird for him to not ask, to just go over and just attempt to just do that. It's just like, why? Like, you don't know her. Like, even if you did know her, why would you not ask to do that ahead of time? The only time that you don't ask someone in the gym to do something is if they need a spot and they're about to die.
Like literally, if the weight is coming down on their neck.
Then you just run over and get the weight off of them and tell them, hey, look, maybe you should never do that again and get a trainer in here to help you out because you're about to kill yourself. Like in those situations, that's when you just jump out there and help someone. This ain't it, bro. Like, that's just like, guys, don't do this in the gym. And it really, to me, it seems like this dude was trying to kind of have an icebreaker or something. He was trying to
I was gonna say, you think maybe he's trying to shoot a shot a little bit.
Absolutely. He thought this would
let's
be
say
a
she
nice
took
way
it.
so.
Yeah, let's say she took it and she was like, oh, thank you. And then maybe that would be his cue to keep talking to her, or you know what I mean? Maybe ask her if she needs more help or whatever.
Completely plausible. I'll just go with him, the concept of him being nice, and like leave it at that myself because at the end of the day, it's like it's completely like he could have been like, oh, maybe she needs this mat. Maybe if she's using that kind of weight, I would assume that she's not a newcomer to what she's doing. Personally, that would be my assumptions based off like just looking. But maybe he was genuinely just being nice. And like I said, when people talk about like how chivalry is dead or whatever, right? Also, Ted Bundy was a good-looking guy. Just because you're good looking doesn't mean you're not a creep. Like that concept doesn't work.
Yeah, because some people were saying that. I did go through the thread a little bit, and some people were saying, well, if he was attractive, she would have accepted it. It's like, you don't know that. He is attractive. I think he is.
I think he's handsome too, like I said. So it's like for me, like this is just me. For me, I don't care how good looking someone is. If they do something weird, that's immediately like, oh, okay, this is it's a little bit odd. All right, I'll just keep my eye out for that, And it's like, okay, so people bring up chivalry. Oh, chivalry's dead. All right, listen. If you're opening the door for some chick, that's not you up in her personal space, all right? And vice versa. So I think that's different. Like, I think that social media has completely rotted people's brains on reality. Because for the most part, a lot of the people who are coming through having these like really asinine hot takes, like these chicks were like, don't open the door for me and don't hold out my chair. First of all, single, bitter, spinsters, but whatever, you know. Like, I just think that it's them fronting on social media for their followers. I don't think it's actually real. And if there are people who think like that, it's like a very set group of people in a very specific place where that kind of mentality is perpetuated. Like, it's just normal people don't do stuff like this. Like, I live in Chicago. Someone will hold the door open for me. I'll hold the door open for another person, or whatever, and it's perfectly fine. Like, no one is being like, don't do that. Why are you holding the, like, no one acts like that.
I don't need
no
help.
Freak, you know, like people don't do stuff like that. So I mean, like I said, to whoever has that kind of mentality, it's perfectly fine, whatever, right? But like me personally, I just think the fact that people turned it into a man versus woman thing is so annoying when it really just comes down to if you ask before invading someone's personal space. It's that simple. It's like just a decent human thing to do. But as you can see, I feel very strongly about this. So.
You could have just asked, hey, would you mind if I give you a mat? Whatever, instead of just dropping it in front of her.
Yeah.
Can I help you? No.
Before we continue, though, I know, Shar, you gotta go, right?
Yeah.
You gotta peace out. Okay. I mean, we could wrap it up after, but yeah, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yep.
So Shar, thanks for.
I will get out of here then.
See you later, Shar.
Nice.
Bye, Shar.
See you.
Have a nice rest of your day. Nice rest of your day. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to lunch.
All right.
Have fun. Right, bye.
Luca, rein everybody in. You know how it goes.
Of course, you already know.
All right, cousin, let's go.
All right.
Okay, bye.
See you later.
Cousins. Yeah, you guys are cousins. So I was gonna say,
yes,
I
but
did.
Good-looking people do get a pass for their bad behavior. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, for me, myself personally, that doesn't play a factor in it. Like, there's so many times where someone good-looking has been like a sketchy sketcher, and I'm just like, I don't know about all this. You know what I mean? And I would go to my friends and be like, what do you think of this person? And they'll be like, they're sketchy. You know, like we'll talk about it and we'll point it out. But I'm so sorry I interrupted you, Erica.
No. I mean, you're right, because even if they're good looking, they could still be freaking weirdos and like make you uncomfortable. It's all about comfort, I guess. And I did say that with my tweet. I was like, I'm sorry she was uncomfortable. For me personally, I wouldn't have minded it just because I didn't feel he like really pushed the mat underneath her. It was like to the side, and then and she was recording it. I don't really agree with her posting it. I don't think I would have done that. But
I wouldn't have done it myself.
It's like bringing attention to this guy who, and to the situation when she could have just left it alone, moved on.
He was probably like, dang, I was just trying to, like I said, he was probably just trying to be nice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't automatically assume that he was trying to hit on her. I mean, SloMo would have a better perspective on the.
He was definitely trying to hit on her.
Okay, but yeah, I would.
It's completely against gym etiquette to do something like that. Like, and there's always already this kind of this stigma in gyms that like women show up there, they're wearing clothing that is a bit more revealing than you may see, just walking out in the world about your day. And some dudes are thirsty, and they show they're thirsty. Like, you see a girl, like a girl's trying to work out, and some dude's entire workouts consist of him just staring at her. It's just like, bro, can you get back to what you were trying to do here and get out of her face? Like, it's that stuff's uncomfortable. And just as I said, but like earlier, just doing something for somebody in the gym when usually everyone is just kind of doing their own thing anyway, unless you came with someone and you're working out with someone, it's just weird. It's completely against gym etiquette to do stuff like that.
I don't want anyone talking to me when I'm at the gym. I'm like, leave me alone, Like,
I'm pretty much the same. Yeah, I guess like if I have my earbuds in, my earphones, whatever, like they did somewhat. They can't really hear each other. Sometimes you do give signals like thumbs up. Oh, I'm done with this machine, or here's a mat if you need one. Because sometimes the mats were hard to come by. Like when I went to the gym, and I would go up to the mat section and be like, oh, there's nothing here, right? And then I would start stretching or something, and then someone would bring me a mat, like, "Oh, you waiting for this?" kind of thing, like here, And I would just be like,
but they would say something to you, right?
Or they would signal it because you have your headphones or something, and you would remove it and then maybe get talking. But they would kind of just like give it to you, like, "Did you need this?" Like kind of like hold it there for you or something. And so, I guess I went into it like with that perspective, like because some gyms, people do help each other. It just depends on the gym, or it depends on the vibe going on. And
yeah,
we don't really know the context, you know, with that. If that gym is just like that and this dude is just in that friendly, like, hey, I'm just gonna help whoever. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, like for me, she was probably filming her workout. Maybe she's like a influencer or something.
Yeah.
You know? So, but I don't think she should have posted it. It just adds to the very annoying discourse that surrounds gender politics. That's like so irritating. And at the end of the day, she did explain herself very clearly. She said if he had asked, it would have been fine. And even in I quote retweeted it saying like, you should ask first. I had people being like, yeah, no, you know, I wouldn't, like, I don't help out women. And I'm like, dude, at the end of the day, just ask. All you have to do is ask first. You know, when it comes to being in someone's personal space, especially a stranger, just ask. That's it. That's it. You're good. You're done. Just ask them.
Boundaries exist for a reason.
You know, like literally though, like I don't like people being in my personal space or touching me without permission, unless we've been friends for so long that it's like not a problem, you know? And I pay the same courtesy to my friends as well. I let them I let them indicate like what's their level of comfort with me and stuff. I'm very respectful, especially when I'm friends with like guys who have girlfriends and stuff. I don't like hug them or touch them or go into their personal space at all. You know what I mean? So it's just like, for me, I'm very mindful of people's boundaries and their physical boundaries, especially because you just never know with people. You know what I mean? Also, like respectfully, guys, y'all not trying to catch a charge. So just keep back from women and men too. Like just anyone you don't know, don't be super close to them in their personal space, you know?
Yeah, or if you're gonna do something like what he did, just ask.
Just
ask.
Like,
hey, do you need a mat? And she says no. Cool. All right.
Cool.
You know, like leave it at that and just move on with your life. I do kind of feel bad for the guy because like it's all over social media. So now
I know that's what I'm saying. Like she didn't really need to post it.
It was an overreaction on my part or on her part, that is. And I mean, who am I to say that she's overreacting if she felt uncomfortable? I get it, but at the same time, watching the footage back, I personally think that posting it was an overreaction. Now, maybe she just didn't expect it to get the traction that it did. I don't know, but she she drew unnecessary attention to herself and to this dude. And but oh, by the way, I just wanted to ask, did you talk about like the Frosk situation where she was being?
We didn't. We could though. I think it ties in because there is like a total double standard, and she's being a hypocrite.
Weirdo.
Hypocrite, right? So you want to say what happened?
I can share my screen. You just gotta accept me sharing it or whatever.
Okay,
go for it. Creepy too. Like the stuff that she says. Like if a guy said that, you'd be like, dude, can you calm the hell down?
Yeah. So okay. So first of all, people were making jokes about Frost looking like MGK. Now, MGK and Megan Fox's relationship in general is super weird. Like they just keep talking. Like I know stuff about them I don't want to know. You know what I mean? But the reference to this is Okay, Megan Fox was doing an interview and she's like, yeah, me and MGK or whatever his real name is, Coulson. Me and him like drink each other's blood, like a little bit of each other's blood every day or some shit. And I'm just like, Megan, what are you talking about?
And she said for like ritual purposes. For ritual, I'm like wow, yeah, definitely
Illuminati stuff.
Like whatever's going on with that, right? So this person in the picture is MGK, but either someone edited Frost's head on there, or she did herself. Someone probably did it for her or whatever, and made it as like a joke or whatever, right? But what took it to a creepy part is like she decided, you know what, it would be appropriate for me to post this picture with the caption, "I'll drink your blood from any end." Then some dude was like, "Oh, at any time," and she's like, "Any time of the month." You know, implying that would be, you know, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, so I was like, now miss, like that's the first thing I said to her, and I quote retweeted it again. I was like, you know, you're not exempt from coming off as a creep just because you're also a woman, right? Like this is weird, you know, like it's weird. And I feel like here's what I feel about Frosk. I feel that because she's a lesbian, she doesn't want to be seen as eye candy for men and like demeaned by men, right? But she doesn't have an issue doing it to other women because she's a lesbian, you know? And it's like, I'll give another example. They were on Twitch. This was a little while back, right? They were on Twitch and she was talking about this hookup that she had. And as she was discussing the hookup, she was talking about the women's she was like, oh, this chick was like a Sasquatch or Chewbacca with her body hair or whatever. It was disgusting. And you know, I'm what she say, I'm the Brad Pitt of lesbians. Shit was so funny. But like as she said that. And as she was saying all that, there was another woman on the panel with her looking really uncomfortable as she was talking about this chick that the Sasquatch that she left, you know? And I was just sitting there watching the video like, is she not aware of how this looks or how this comes off?
Right.
You know? And it's like, I feel like, I mean, like obviously she doesn't care.
I think that occurred before
I was about to say,
her
some people
rant,
just don't
though.
care.
It happened before the rant, yes.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I personally think the whole concept, women do not exist to be easy on the eyes. Yes, as a concept that works, but it doesn't work when you know, treat women like they exist to be easy on the eyes,
you know, thing, and thinking you're free from criticism because you're a woman.
Criticism. Yeah, you're not free from criticism just because you're also a chick.
It's hypocrisy for sure. Yeah.
So.
I mean, first off, I want to say I think she has more muscle on her than MGK does. Clearly, based off of this Photoshop, it's just awkward. Clearly, like that head doesn't fit that body at all.
Fit.
But like what she said was absolutely disgusting. That's wild. Like,
like of all things to say, you're right.
That's like everybody would be like, "Wow, you're a freak show," and like block this guy kind of talk. But this is coming from someone who is a social media presence in the video game industry, and actually wrote this after going on a rant about how women are not here to be objectified by, you know, other people or whatever.
By men especially.
Like, but by men especially. But yeah, I look, I don't keep it a buck. I think she only went on that rant. She didn't really believe what she said, but she only said it at the time because she was looking at the comments that were going on the G4 at the time, and they were going in on her because they thought she was ugly, and she got in her feelings, and then she said what she said. But after the fact, a day later, she's back to being regular Frosk that does the same exact stuff that incel men do on the internet every single day. So,
like I said, I feel like she's never had someone sit her down and be like, listen, you don't get to just talk about women like this just because you're also a woman. Like, you get that, right? Like, that's weird. Like, legitimately, I feel like she doesn't have enough women calling her out. Like, this is weird. Like, this is weird, especially with Megan Fox, who has been well known to be sexually objectified in the media for fucking years. For years, you know, like if you guys remember her performance in Transformers and like what they were doing with her there,
guys were all into her,
like all into her, you know. It's nasty. I think it's very nasty behavior. She's sick for this, man. Okay, it's not that deep, but I do think it's like sketchy on her end, you know.
It might sound mean when I say this, but at SloMo, I think you're on the right path to something. Like, you know how she's getting all that criticism with the G4 stuff and they're calling her ugly. If they had been on the reverse side and saying she's hot, I don't think she would have freaked out as much.
Yeah. And she was also like, she
was hurt, you know,
brought up Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb and was just like, they didn't exist to be hot or whatever, even though like there's video evidence to the contrary, but whatever. If I speak, like, you know, at the end of the day, I just personally think you're right, Slo. I think they were going in on her and dogging her looks, and she felt like, of course, I mean, rightfully so, hurt. Like, I get that, right?
Yeah, I mean, any of us,
like for sure, any of us would. But like to turn it into an entire gender politics sort of thing was wrong on her because she doesn't believe it, and some of the people who were on the panel with her have also said sketchy things about women in the past whenever I speak, so they didn't believe it either. So which is weird. Double standards are not okay.
There's definitely double standard, like with that. I mean, I kind of wanted to talk about this too, but it's getting late. But like, remember I did that video about let me solo her.
Oh yeah, you got like a lot of backlash.
And I was joking around saying, you know, I wonder if he's hot. You know, I wonder what he looks like, kind of thing. And I was laughing, you know, whatever, with my chat. And
you got backlash for that?
Yeah,
they said I shouldn't focus on his looks, and if this was a woman, that you would be all over the dude saying, you know, he's a creep, he's this, he's that. So it's not okay for like women to do it, right?
I think that's kind of stereotyping you, because I mean, I follow your streams and everything. I think you like. I mean, that sounds like something you would absolutely say. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
I mean that. Well, maybe they don't know me. They don't know my
right.
personality and stuff like that. But I could see if I pulled a Frosk and I was like, "Don't objectify me. Don't ever talk about my looks." Yeah, like if I was just like, "We're not here to be easy on the eyes." But see, I'm not like that. I think they're compliments. Like if somebody gives me a compliment, hey man, you want to see if I'm hot? Go to my channel. Like I would be blowing up if that was me. I would love to be let me solo her.
I wish I was hot, you know? Like I wish I was like super hot so I could get ahead in life in certain aspects.
Yeah, you know? Like I mean, I feel like I like compliments and stuff. As long as they're respectful, you know, and they're not being super sleazy about it. I like compliments and stuff. So to me, it was just funny. Like, wow, they're really telling me this? I've never got comments like that before. So there is like this double standard. People feel like, well, men can't do it, so women shouldn't either.
Hey, Erica, can I address something in the chat real
He
quick?
sounds crazy as heck right now, dude. He sounds crazy.
What's up? What's going on?
So I was having a conversation with Hyperion King, who was telling me that that I can't criticize anyone from the LGBT community in regards to sexualizing women because I am a cis male, and that this is like the N-word, where he can't say the N-word.
There's no correlation between
there's
the two.
zero correlation with that whatsoever. And I'm explaining why. One, the N-word has a history that for my people has shown disrespect to us as long as it's ever existed. And I, as a black male, do not say that word myself.
I don't say it either.
So like there is no double standard for me because I don't say it. Therefore, I don't have any problem telling anyone else, black, white, Hispanic, whoever, that I don't think you should say that either. Therefore, when it comes to this, there is no correlation whatsoever. And I don't even think like telling someone who is a lesbian you shouldn't be sexualizing women is even close to saying
like
the N-word.
There's no correlation between the two. It's such a silly, no offense, Hyperion, but that's a very silly statement. It's so silly. It's
I didn't even catch it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's like the silliest thing ever. I don't know if you're just kidding or what, dude, but that is like a ridiculous sentiment in my opinion. Like especially like this concept that you can't criticize groups, people part of marginalized groups, is why there's so many nut jobs on social media saying crazy things and then trying to hide behind their identity politics. That's like precisely the reason, you know, like it's silly.
Yeah,
you cannot talk about the LGBT just like if I use the N-word, everyone would think, what do you, that there's no correlation between the two.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to disagree because look, all four of us here have disagreed with Frosk and criticized her for the things that she said, especially considering the stance that she took before. And hey, look, 50% of this panel are women. So, I mean, look, I think you're just in the wrong here. You agree or disagree, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we could just, I guess, leave that alone.
Yeah, there's no correlation, Karashi, about being part of the LGBT plus community and then being a creep. That is a weird correlation for Hyperion to take, which is why I always say, like, when people try to do the whole defensive, like, certain groups, it tends to come off looking a little bit sketchy if you feel offended on behalf of them over something that's, like, weird. Like, this is a weird thing to be offended by, you know? So like I said, she's a creep for that shit. She's not exempt from it just because she's a chick. So, you know, sucks to suck. I don't know what else to say, man. Weird correlation, but you know, you're not gonna try and claim that any of us are we can't talk about certain things just because for all you know, we're all straight. And that's like your assumption. You're assuming all of us are straight and you don't know. So
yeah, I mean, just the way she said it too, like it's just super creepy. Like I don't care who you are. You say you're gonna drink blood from both ends. It's like, huh?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Who said?
No, that's weird. That's weird.
Who says that? Like I would never say that about somebody, you know?
Listen,
especially if I don't know them.
Regardless of whatever your ex said, she's incorrect, or whichever gender pronouns she uses, they're incorrect about what they said. They're just not right. Like it's just it's a dumb sentiment. And her calling you a dumb straight male was wrong on her part too. So shouldn't let people. It's like I'll give another, like white people feeling guilty for being white. It's very lame. It's loser behavior. So.
Oh, the queen has spoken. There we go.
Who would get attacked more, Frosk or SloMo said it? Yeah, if SloMo said something weird, I would be like, that's weird.
I would never say.
And he would never say it.
First of all, I would never say what Frost said ever. Like you would never catch that on SloMo Backslap's Twitter account.
All right,
guarantee that.
I mean, we've said some wild things. I mean, I know I've said some wild things. Like, you remember Luca? I was going.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying right now? Ever since you announced that pregnancy, I don't know. You've been wilding a little bit.
They got after me earlier. They were like, "Oh, Erica's been wild." Yeah, I don't know. It's the hormones or something.
I guess it's the hormones. I'm not sure, but
hormones every time.
We having fun, you know. We having fun. But I didn't go out saying I'm gonna drink the blood out of both ends.
Yeah,
of
that's
some dude.
Yeah, that's weird. But I like Erica. That being said, I can't understand why some of the people in your comments were like, "Well, why are you even asking what he looks like?" Since there's no, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, them trying to turn it into like this big thing, it's just like, all right, like she was just joking with her chat. Relax, you know.
Really? Yeah. I mean, the ones in my chat they know what I'm like. And
I was in the chat like, what?
You were laughing. I mean, you know.
I was like, what are you saying right now?
I've been wild. Yeah. My chat knows. They got to see me progress over like the past couple of years. Like I slowly just started turning kind of wild over time.
Yeah, I was just like, because I remember you being so like reserved, and now it's just like I'm like side eyeing. I'm like, okay, mother.
You know.
Hashtag blame Rand.
You know,
blame Rand, yeah.
And then when you were all like, so what if I started an OnlyFans, guys? Like, what'd you think? I'm like, I would hit you up. Like, do you need some money? Like, I got you. Like, what's going on?
We talked about OnlyFans earlier. We were talking about that earlier. Like, if that was cheating, if that was this and that, unfaithful, and you know, if we started one, would you guys watch it? Would you look at your friends' OnlyFans?
I don't want anyone to tell me if they would look at my OnlyFans. I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. Like, if it's like, okay, if I went to my chat, like I'm starting an OnlyFans, who would support? And like the people who would tell me they would support, I don't want to know who they are. I know 2 people already who already told me that they would. And I'm just like, okay, this is fine that I know, but I don't want to know like the grand majority.
3 now, you see Burro.
Well, I mean,
he raised his hand.
Yeah, of course. Like, yeah, I already know with Burro. Burro's actually part of the 2, so it's Lino and Burro. So
yeah, he's taking a swig after that one. Well, shoot, man, it was a crazy fun show. I'm glad you guys got to come through after Scumcast, and we appreciate it. Burro, kind of like my co-host a little bit tonight.
Yes.
He had to talk in code tonight. We were bringing him up on some charges.
What charges? There are no charges. There are no charges that exist on me whatsoever. I have no idea what you're talking about, and anything that's being accused of me is fake news.
Saying fake news, and that never happened. He talks wild into my Discord. He talks so wild.
Yeah, he's wild in my replies too.
Yeah, and we kind of brought some of that up, and he's like,
that sounds like alternative facts to me.
He's looking side-eyed over here because he's worried someone's gonna hear him. I'm like, oh man, this is what we're doing. So, but it was fun having you here, Burro. You want to go ahead and say goodbye to everyone? And
all right, guys, it was nice chatting with the people I've watched content for over the years: SloMo, Luca, Rand, Erica, Char, even Bitcloud Gaming. I've watched you all for years. It was fun communicating with you guys, and I hope I can be on.
Yeah, Burro's a big time supporter for years.
Yes, for sure, man.
Years, and everybody, you know, who he watches knows him. So glad we got to put a face to the.
One more thing, if you don't mind, I want to promote my upcoming podcast whenever that gets off the ground with Red Hood 420. It's going to be called the Nerds Next Door Podcast, and we already have some members picked on there, and we're going to be talking about anime, manga, comic books, and video games, and just anything in geek culture that's relevant.
Sounds exciting,
including movies and stuff.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be checking it out, supporting my guy. Yes, I will. I'll check it out. You know, I might lurk, but you know, I'll be there.
Probably have in background noise.
Yeah, shoot, I need that sometimes. But no, appreciate you, Burro. We always appreciate your support, and you finally got to be on, so that was awesome.
Yeah, it's been like a year.
I know. Luca, my daughter.
Yes, mother.
Flesh, my firstborn. Thank you again for coming through. After the Scumcast,
yeah, for
you
sure.
want to go ahead and shout it
Thanks
all
so
out?
much for having me on. I'm not saying we zoomed through the topics in anticipation of the show, but it's like even though some major things happened this week, it wasn't like a lot, I guess, because this show here was longer than Scumcast was. So
yeah, and I think you started a bit earlier too.
Yeah. So
yeah,
but yeah, thanks so much for having me. You guys can find me on Twitter at the Ash and Luca. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Hyperion. Yeah, no, I wish I looked as good as Meg. She is insanely good looking. But yeah, and check out my podcast called Scumcast every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. SloMo is a panel member of the show. So,
and Luca, you are beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you, mother. You're beautiful too. I'm just saying, like, if I was super hot, like crazy hot, where it's like, holy shit, like looking, like I would definitely do an OnlyFans if I looked that good. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I would. I can't lie. I would think about it more often because I'd be like, hey man, if you're hot, you're hot. You got what you got.
You got what you got. So
SloMo.
Yo,
thanks for coming through, man. You haven't been on yet. I do want to get you on properly, like maybe with Forte, like another.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah, with topics and stuff. So, but I'm glad you got to come through and give the male perspective.
Well, I try. Thank you for inviting me, and we talked. We gotta get you on Damage Per Second podcast. So
yeah,
whatever Thursday you want to do it, just let me know. I'll okay it with Forte, we'll be good to go. Okay,
definitely. Yeah, I love you guys over there, and yeah, for sure, we'll make it happen. For sure. And thank you again to the chat, everybody who watched live. Hit the like button on the way out.
Your member chat, your super chat, super chat.
Is it not showing me on this thing?
No, it doesn't show on here.
Okay, I do see it. Smokes with the membership 11 months. What's up, guys? Mother and daughter team, let's go. Damn, I missed Scumcast. It's 5 a.m. over here. Where's Charizard? Oh, Char had to leave early. SloMo, we do have GP here. Thank you,
Game
Phil.
Pass.
Oh, Game Pass.
So he must have saw the replay of the Scumcast. He sent in a question. And he was talking about how in South Africa, like everything is double there for video games. So like a PS5 is $1,000, Xbox Series X is $1,000. Just whatever it is that we normally pay for, they gotta pay double. And I was wondering, I'm like, man, does he have Game Pass? Because I think if I had to pay double for everything, I'd be definitely be subbing to that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that, man.
Thank you for saving me, Luca. It didn't show on this chat.
Oh yeah, it doesn't show on here.
Appreciate that.
That's why I mention it. It's something I have to be mindful too.
I know, right? I kind of like StreamYard.
Right? It's not.
I'm
putting you and Blaze on. You're welcome. Okay.
I might keep it because it's less work on me. When I do the other way, it's like OBS. I gotta crop camera.
Gotta make sure everyone's audio comes through. Yeah.
Right. I gotta test the audio. Yeah. This was like smooth. I think I might.
Yeah, it's definitely like, of course, if you use OBS and Discord, you're putting in so much more work and you're more involved in it. But for me, I prefer, well, actually, it really does come down. Discord is really weird with my audio sometimes. So I can't use Discord because my audio will cut in and out, which is why when people ask me to come on as a guest, I'm like, ugh.
You do cut out sometimes.
Right? I don't know. So that's why I can't use Discord or I don't use Discord for Scumcast. It's like I can't. We tried for a bit and people would always be like, Luca, you're too low. Luca, you're too loud. And I just didn't want to.
It's always something. Yeah. No, I feel you.
StreamYard has gotten better since when me and Forte started DPS. Yeah, StreamYard wasn't as good as it is now, especially with stuff like the things that we wanted to do with showing gameplay in the background while we play. The resolution quality was awful. It was just pixelated moving mess. Now it looks a little bit better. I've seen some people do it and it's not bad. It's not bad. I still like Discord OBS, but yeah, StreamYard is a great option.
Yeah, definitely. Especially tonight when I had the rotating guests, it came in clutch. So it was nice. But yeah, again to the chat, thank you for watching. Thanks for the support. And we'll catch you in 2 weeks. Backlog is every 2 weeks. Just a reminder, we're on Patreon, patreon.com/thebacklogpod. We're on Instagram, the Backlog Pod, Twitter, all that good stuff. And you guys know me, I'm Erica. I'll be back on my streaming schedule next week. Until then, I'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.
Peace.